Hello, YouTube. It's Bed Life for Sunday, May 26th, 2019, the day before Memorial Day. But Memorial Day weekend is in full swing. Welcome, Thomas Potts. Thomas Potts, number one, as usual. And thank you that you can hear me. Anti-Trekker says Karoga needs to go down. John the former peasant says hi. Schronmore is second, and Josh Street says you're early. Actually, Josh Street, I'm almost 30 minutes late. I told people this morning that I would be at 2 p.m. and I tried really hard, but we got a little new piece of technology in today, and it is off to my side. You can't see it, but it is, I've got an arm for my tablet so that I can hopefully read comments when I'm on a game or using something full screen. So just give me a second to get to my channel, because I can't bring it up live until I already start streaming. And there we go. We now have, and I'm switching over. Yes, people, remember to switch over to live chat if you're so inclined from top chat. And now, if I wanted to use something full screen on the computer, say Kerbal, I could just look to my side, and I will have comments. You know, I need a little adjusting, but it's better than nothing. And yes, I told people about live chat already. So, Schronmore says second, right? Josh Street said you're early. John DeMarco says greetings. Rosalie Germ says hello all. John the former peasant says I'm number 2. So is Anti-Trekker. Thomas Potts says Karoga did go down. Josh Street says it's only 1:28 p.m., not 2 p.m. Well, Josh Street, here on the East Coast, it is indeed 2:30 p.m. now. Schronmore says, I hear you clear, and you seem to be in sync. Good to go. Thank you, Schronmore. I'm glad to hear that. Anti-Trigger says, you may want to get your life support systems checked, Bird. You are on board your ship, and the flag should not be blowing. Well, we've got the vent, we've got the, the air vent turned way up to get this flag. You know, I put this flag in front of the view screen, and I set the environmental controls to windy day, so there will periodically be blowing gusts of wind, so the flag flies. Now, hopefully, it won't block anything too important on the view screen while we're, under the water here at the Great Barrier Reef. I don't think there'll be anything too big that'll get blocked by the flag. But you know what? For Memorial Day, for 4th of July, for Flag Day, there are just some days where you need to fly a flag. Thomas Potts says, hey, bird of prey, do you know the difference between a turkey and a llama? Well, Thomas, it's like this. When they're in front of me in real life, of course I know the difference between a turkey and a llama. When they're in a game made in 2001 on a screen that has been bumped up to 4K resolution, where they are almost the same size as a dog, and only slightly smaller than an elephant, no, I cannot tell the difference between a turkey and an emu. Okay? An emu. The llama was just a typo of the mouth. Teresa Dunn says hello. Welcome, Teresa Dunn. Josh Street says the Anti-Trekker and Bird of Prey, I'm working on a shuttle as soon as I get it easier for Bird and his bad flying to fly. I'll put it up for you two to use. Well, thank you, Josh Street. And Anti-Tracker also says that's nice. John the Former Peasant says, now Anti-Tracker can add other flags behind you. Imagine the racist possibilities. He would have trouble adding a flag behind me, just because he'd have to cut out my head, and my head moves. So, I mean, he could do a still picture easy enough, but yeah, he'd have trouble replicating a video of a flag behind me. Not that that's a challenge, it's just a fact. And John DeMarcos is just a typo of the mouth. Yeah, well, I must have heard that somewhere. I don't think I made that up, but I'll take credit for it if no one else is willing. Shromore says, fellow nerds and terrified normies, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you've not already, and leave a comment. Questionable or otherwise in chat, but keep it clean. Thank you, Shromore. Thank you. Alex Brooks says hi. And Josh Street says, Anti-Tracker, when the engines have fuel, it works great. But when you run out of fuel, it's uncontrollable. Well, I'll just use unlimited fuel, Josh Street, and then we're good. Then we're good. Yes, please. We've got 15 watching. Thank you so much. Thank you. Congratulations on 1,000 subs, says Alex Brooks. Thank you, Alex. I think it was 1,050 when I last checked. Something like that. Near, or maybe 1,048. Somewhere near 1,050, which was very, very cool. Picking up 50 subs in a day, or whatever it was, a day and a half, 2 days. It's not bad, not bad. 1,048 subs, nice. Yes, has Anti-Tracker. Yeah, still good, and waiting to hear from YouTube now. I did check, and I can live stream from mobile now. YouTube did enable it. Unfortunately, it's 88 degrees and humid AF outside, so I'm not going outside today, but soon. And somebody put in I can see somebody added the quote to the quote thread, so I'm going to have to do that video very soon. But yes, very soon also, I'll be streaming from outside. Next time I get out there, we will do a stream. Bruce Lombardo says, hey Bird, how are you? I'm doing good, Bruce. I'm doing good. I hope you are. Josh Street says, Bird, why hasn't Mama Prey not kicked you out? So you have to stream outside. Well, Josh Street, it's my house. It's my house. Anti-Tracker says, I lost 1 sub yesterday. I need the song of the unknown subscriber. Well, Anti-Tracker, we can talk a licensing deal if you'd like to. Resolute Germ says, Chair Life barbecue stream tomorrow, Bird. Well, here's the problem, Resolute. I cannot get to my backyard. On one side of the house, we have the wheelchair ramp, which literally goes between the side door of the house and the property line, and there's a fence, and it goes right to the front of the house to the street. On the opposite side of the house, there's side stairs coming out of another side door of my house, and the width between the stairs and the fence that divides me and my neighbor isn't nearly wide enough for my wheelchair to get through. So I literally have no way of getting my wheelchair into the backyard without taking down a fence. And even then, I'd have to be technically trespassing on my neighbor's property to get into the yard. So I literally haven't been in my backyard in years. I was in my backyard actually once or twice. Before we had the wheelchair ramp moved to the side of the house, there was a path that would take me right to the yard. It was muddy as heck, but I could make it. So I have been back there, and that is where the barbecue is. The grill, excuse me, the grill. We don't barbecue as many people south of us would say. Barbecue is different. We grill. So yes, I don't want to. No offense, and no, we're not barbecuing. We're grilling. But yes, the grill is in the backyard. I can't get to it. Had I had unlimited funds, I was thinking of continuing, because the wheelchair ramp goes from the front of the house and it tilts up, obviously, to my side door, which is maybe six feet over ground level. And then I was thinking, why not just continue the ramp back down to the back of the house into my backyard, so that I could go out my door and either go left to the backyard or right to the front of the house. But that would be probably $4,000 more, and we didn't have it then. We don't have it now. So just going into the backyard wasn't a priority. So no grilling for me. No grilling for me, but tomorrow there will be some grilling going on. We'll see. I don't know I'll be able to stream tomorrow. That is why today is the Memorial Day stream. Not a lot to talk about, but I did want to touch on it. Might as well get through it at this point. But tomorrow, for those of you in the United States, it is Memorial Day. For those of you outside the United States, I believe you have a similar holiday, but it is called something different. For those in the United States, it is actually federal law. It is. This is true. You can look it up. But by federal law passed in the year 2000, early 2000, Congress made it mandatory for all Americans to take a break at 3 p.m. and to basically do, I guess, like a moment of silence, some type of remembrance of all what? Observe a moment of silence for all of the military people we have lost in the line of service. And that is, of course, what Memorial Day commemorates. Memorial Day is not for veterans. It's not for the country as a whole. It's not for the military as a whole. Memorial Day is specifically to remember those who died while in the military, while serving the country. So just remember that. It's not. I mean, listen. We've made it into a happy holiday, and I'm sure that the vast majority of people who have given their lives over the years, they would want us to be happy. They would want us to celebrate them. They wouldn't want us, crying over their graves and not moving on. But also, we need to remember to do our part, even if we're going to be celebrating, even if we're going to be barbecuing, even if we're going to be drinking a bit. The reason we can, okay? And that reason is the blood, the lives of many, many men and women, but many men over the century plus that the country's been along longer than that, but Memorial Day started after the Civil War. So the century plus, century and a half, since the Civil War that we've been observing Memorial Day. All of those people. And Memorial Day actually commemorates, it originally commemorated soldiers on both sides of the Civil War, because both sides were Americans. Whatever your political opinion of it, by law of the land, the South was rebelling, but it never seceded. So those people fighting, they were still Americans, for better or worse. And so that's where we are. And I hope everybody, regardless of your political affiliations, regardless of what you currently may think about, America's military position in the world today, just remember that we can be here and we can argue over ridiculous stuff sometimes only because of the sacrifice of so many. Many we will never ever know their names. We will never know anything about them. We only know, if we even know, we will see hundreds and hundreds and thousands of graves in cemeteries like Arlington, cemeteries in foreign countries where they've given us soil to bury our dead, and many more who will not have marked graves. But they existed. They were people like you and me. Many chose voluntarily to do this. Many more were compelled. But either way, they were all heroes. They were all heroes. And one day a year, not even for a full day, just at 3 p.m., our country asks us to remember them. So please, whatever you're doing tomorrow, you can set an alarm. Tell your Alexa or your Siri or your Google Calendar to just give you a chirp 5 minutes before.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
I know you don't know it, Alexa. Cancel. Give you a heads up 5 minutes before. Look around, find your family, your friends, whoever's around. Ask them to please just give a minute, 1 minute of remembrance, whether it be completely silent or not. And that's all. That's all that is being asked of you. It's voluntary. I would appreciate it if you did it, but obviously nobody can force you. And that's what they fought for. That is what they fought for. And that's it. That's what I wanted to say about Memorial Day. I felt it was important. So, let me get to the comments and then we will continue. Okay, let's see. What should calm normies do? Asks John the former peasant. Alex Brooks congratulates me on 1,000 subs. Okay, I read that. Bruce Lombardo, why hasn't Mama Pray not kicked you out? Says Josh. Anti-Trekker lost a sub. I talked about the barbecue. John the former peasant says mobile stream. Will it be chair life? Probably that's what I will call them, John. When I'm outside on the wheelchair, I will probably call them hashtag chair life streams. Now, I'll probably just throw them in with the bed live streams for now. But, yeah, they're going to be interesting. Now, I don't know if it'll come before I get outside or not, but I have an arm coming that should hold the camera on the wheelchair. Now, it's probably going to shake like crazy if I'm recording while I'm driving. But if I'm stopped, it shouldn't be so bad. Josh Street says, Bird is having a day like I have every day. I'm not sure what that means. Tiki of Doom says, Qapla, America. Indeed, Qapla, America. Shrelmore says, it took YouTube about 2 months to review my channel for monetization, or rather for them to reject. Well, I'm sorry about that, Shrelmore. But, try again. John the former president says, can you qualify for an easement? John, I wouldn't even know. I don't want to take down the fences. We need them for Sassy, for one thing. And two, it's not the biggest deal to get in the, it's not the biggest thing I'm missing. The railroad, the local railroad, the Long Island Railroad, literally runs through my backyard. I mean, it is my maybe 20, 25 feet of backyard, and then a big fence, a chain link fence, and then 2 railroad tracks, and the trains pass at least 2 to 4 times an hour, and often more. And it's not a place to, it's not a quiet place. It's not a place you want to hang out in the backyard. I mean, I've done it, but even when I was walking, I never put a table back there. I never had friends hang out by the grill in the yard because the train passes too often. In the house, it's a brick house. In the house, you honestly, after, a little bit, you really don't even hear the train anymore, in all honesty. But outside, there is no ignoring the fact that trains are passing, at least on average once every 15 minutes. And on busy days, once every 10 minutes. So maybe twice every 10 minutes. So, it's not that big a deal to not be in the yard. It's kind of a yard. You go out, you cook, and you bring the food back in. When we have had outside meals, we've actually set up table and chairs in the driveway. I know it's a little weird, but it's the front of the house, the driveway. But that's where we were because you just, you can't be in the yard. It's no fun. Thank you, John the Former Peasant. GoFundMe time. There are so many other things I would spend that money on before a ramp to the backyard. It's just not there. Shonmore says no holiday here in Ireland tomorrow. Oh, Shonmore, okay. The Multi-Gunman says, hey, Bird, how's it going? It's going good, Multi-Gunman. How is your project going? How much longer for you with that? Resolute Germ says 4K for a 10-foot RAM. What mob outfit are you using to build the thing? Actually, it's the length of the ramp would probably be... Okay, now, like I said, the door is like 6 foot over ground level. And ADA compliance, and not that this ramp is ADA compliance, but ADA compliance is 1 inch of ramp for 12 inches of ramp for every 1 inch elevation change. So technically, if I was making an ADA compliant ramp to go up 6 feet, which is 72 inches, I would need 72 feet of ramp. Of course, if you're double, if you're half that, then you're closer to 36 feet, right? Is that right? Yeah. So, I mean, I'm closer to twice as steep as ADA recommends because I don't have to push myself up the ramp with my hands, thankfully. I do have a power chair. So we're looking at probably 30 to 40 feet of ramp and a number of turns and railings to go along with them. So yeah, it's probably based on what it was to get to the front of the house. We're looking at probably about $4,000 from the company that we were using, which, by the way, is AmRamp, AmRamp.com. Highly recommended if you need a wheelchair ramp, what's called a temporary ramp, because it's aluminum, or I believe it's aluminum. No, it's steel. It's steel. They're a national company. Yeah, they're a national company. They have distributors all over, but they're steel. Pre-made, pre-manufactured parts. They bolt them together into the shapes you need, and they've got a treading on them to really increase the friction, so there's very, very little chance of slippage. And yeah, they're pretty well designed, and the people we've talked to and have come here They've been very helpful over the years. So yes, AMRAMP, AMRAMP.com. If you have any needs, they can do, a very short ramp. You got a door that's 12 inches, 8 inches off the ground, and you need to turn it into a ramp instead of a step. They can do that. Or like my house, you need literally to go up 6 feet and you have 40 feet to work with. They can do that too. Okay. Okay, so it was 5 feet, not 6 feet. So, yeah. John the Former Peasant says, hashtag help Karoga occupy the backyard. Thank you, John the Former Peasant. It's a little long for a hashtag, but yeah, I understand. I appreciate the sentiment. The Multi-Gunman says it's a very important day. Rambling Canuck says, hello, Bird. Hope your holiday weekend has been great. Well, it's been. Shromore says, beer chug. I guess that's a toast to the fallen. Indeed. John DeMarco says, never seceded. That's a lot of folks in the South who will beg to differ. Well, John, like I said, that was according to Abraham Lincoln. They were not allowed to secede. They were never recognized as a separate government by the United States of America. And therefore, whatever happened to them, however awful they were acting, it was happening to American citizens. Whether we want to believe that or not, that is just the official way. I mean, that's what the government decided. That is what the legitimate United States government declared. So, I mean, you can have opinions. The Southerners are welcome to have their opinions on the matter. The Northerners are welcome to have their opinions on the matter. I have my own opinion on the matter. But the fact, the recognized fact, the law of the land, is the South was unable to legally secede from the Union. Do I think that's right? Whole other discussion. But it's what was settled. Schronmore says, well said, Joe. Thank you, Schronmore. Thomas Potts says, I visited my grandfather at the cemetery yesterday. Also, my great uncle who died on Iwo Jima. Wow, Thomas. My best to you. And I have now. Did your grandfather also die in the war, or did he die afterwards? My grandfather, on my father's side, was shot in World War II, but he didn't die, luckily. He went on to get married and have 3 kids, and one of them was my dad. And he didn't die until, I was like 14 or something. So I got to know him, not as well as I wanted, but at least I got to know him. Unlike my other grandfather, who unfortunately passed before I was born. Bruce Lombardo says, do you and Anti-Tracker ever collaborate together? You should. No, Bruce, never. No, not game together. No, we do. We talk. We've talked. I don't know. I've occasionally been on Anti-Tracker's stream, just hanging out when we haven't been playing games. But in terms of an actual YouTube project, no, we haven't. Not other than gaming. We haven't really talked about it. Josh Street says, hot days. Sci-Fi Guy says, great idea to Bruce. Anti-Trigger says, Bruce, Bird runs my website. You can support Bird by going to www.antitracker.com and subscribing. Anti-Tracker. In fact, you can kind of support Bird by supporting Anti-Tracker via the theory of trickle-down economics. Now, I'm personally not one who hates the idea of trickle-down, so, by all means, check out antitracker.com. That said, if you do not particularly believe in trickle-down, then birdoprey5.com which is scrolling across the top of the screen, is where you'd want to go to more directly support me. But by all means, also support Anti-Tracker. Hector says no notification. Damn YouTube. I'm sorry, Hector. I hope antitracker.com got your back. Bruce says Anti-Tracker Roger Wilco. And Hector, I watched your hour-long video of the rescue of me on the moon. And I'm going to play it, at least parts of it, upcoming in the next segment of the show. So it's all queued up, Hector. And yes, I appreciate everything you did, Hector. We'll get into the results afterwards. Thomas Potts put out the link to my Subscribe Star. Thank you so much, Thomas. Thomas Potts being the first and I believe only person so far to sign up at Subscribe Star. I haven't pushed Subscribe Star yet, but it is there. John the Four Peasant says trains are terrible for property resale. Well, John, it was also the whole reason I could afford this house, because it knocked $100,000 probably off the price of the house. So I understood that I was buying cheaply, and that when the time came to sell, it would be selling more cheaply. But I'm still happy I bought where I did, and I do. You know, it comes around, it goes around. Well, cheaply for Bayside, Queens, which in any other part of the country, perhaps besides San Francisco and Washington, D.C., I'd be living in a frickin' mansion for what I paid. And literally the city of New York deliriously thinks my home is worth an actual fortune. Literally, probably 60%, no, 40% more than I would probably get for it if I sold. But that's another fight for another time. Richie Poole says, hello, everyone. Welcome, Richie Poole. Vile Mike says, howdy, folks. Welcome, Vile Mike. And remember to check out Vile Mike's eBay store. Sci-Fi Guy says, greeting. Everybody saying hello to Richie and Vile. Richie Poole says, plus you need a landing area every 30 inches of rise. Yes, for ADA compliance. It's another thing I do not comply with. Vile Mike says, I'm not sure how long I can stay. I got to work on the next episode. As the one I was going to post this week, I decided to postpone. How is everyone's day going so far? Welcome, Vile. Not too bad here, Vile. Not for me. Hector says, can't complain. Bruce Lombardo says, hello to the new people. Indeed. Hector says, like Kuroga Citizen. Vile Mike says, I'm glad to Sci-Fi Guy and Hector. Multi-Gunman says, first Kuroga, then the world. Hashtag, first Kuroga, then the world. Hector says, what day is today that Joe poses like a character in a Michael Bay movie? Well, it is the day before Memorial Day here in the United States. So, Memorial Day, a very patriotic holiday here. And being tomorrow, I'm going to have family over. And I don't know if it's going to be 2.5 people, like 2 people and a baby. Or it could be as much as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Could be a dozen people, not counting Mom, myself, and my sister. Yeah, it's anywhere from 2 to a dozen people coming tomorrow. I just might not be able to stream at all. I will try to get out a video. I'm not sure I will be able to get out anything tomorrow. But we'll see. We'll see. Vile Mike says, was the South recognized by any other governments? You know, Vile, I'm not 100% sure. I believe they might have been. But it was like a quasi-recognition. Thomas Potts says, my grandfather died in 1997. Mine died in 1994. But I'm glad you got to know him, I assume, at least somewhat. Vile Mike says Joe is on the Klingon ship IKS America. Yes, the IKS America. I like it. I like it. Bruce Lombardo said you should do that much more often. Do what much more often? Fan of the team up. Bruce Lombardo is a fan of trickle-down economics like Milton Friedman. Shromore says, my grandfather was a veteran of the Irish War of Independence and following Civil War. And where did the comments go? And the following Civil War, he was captured and tortured, but never held any animosity towards those who did it to him. He was an inspiration. Very, very, I don't want to say very cool, but very, very cool story. I'm sorry. You know, the thing about war is you're like, I'm like, why? What gets people? I mean, now again, don't get me wrong. When the United States goes to war and we're quote unquote saving the world, I'm like, well, of course we've got to do that. We've got to fight the Nazis. We have to, rescue and help liberate France, and we've got to keep the Nazis out of Great Britain, and obviously we've got to attack Japan because we can't have them going around bombing our Pacific Fleet and trying to, eventually trying to invade the continental United States. So those things, like, okay, I get. But those soldiers who go on the first offensive missions that they know are going to start a war, it's like, why? I mean, I know it's because, they'll probably get killed. They don't want their families killed or something, that the person forcing them to war is probably a terrible person, where them going to war is better than the alternative, because if they don't, they're going to become, an enemy of the state or something. But still, it's like, why do soldiers on both sides pay with their lives? Let the political leaders, who are the ones who can't make a deal, who can't talk things out, let them fight it out, If you want to go to war so much, Leader X and Leader Y, you two go fight it out, and we'll watch. Okay? We'll watch. We'll abide by the results of the match. Okay? Maybe that's the way. I don't know. It bugs me. War bugs me as much as I come across as a war-hungry conservative. No, it bugs me a lot. The Multi-Gun Man says, by trickle down birds means peeing on anti-tracker. Oh, God. Anti-tracker says, you heard it. If you believed in stupid liberal economics, you can go to vertopray5.com. But if you believe in America, you can support antitracker.com. Vile Mike says, trickle down economics where the rich piss on the poor, right? Bruce is laughing, I believe, at anti-tracker. Richie Poole says, I think he means that anti-tracker is peeing on him. No, Bruce is now laughing more. Anti-tracker is Vile Mike. While trickle down does not sound all that great, it's the way the real world works. Anti-tracker is taking a tough stand on both abortion and economics today. Multi-Gunman says, anti-tracker, we believe in Kuroga above all else. Vile Mike says, same idea, Richie Poole. Anti-tracker says, oh yeah, what is the subscribe star link? I want to support you, Bird. Thomas Potts put it up there. It's subscribestar.com/BirdoPray5. Bruce, and it's also available on BirdoPray5.com. There is a link to my subscribe star. Bruce Lombardo says to Richie Poole, the trickle down you've been talking about will cost you an extra $85 from that woman on the corner. Thomas Potts is anti-tricker. Better subscribe star to you or no more. $1.99. Oh, AAT better subscribe star to you or no more. $1.99. Oh, come on, Thomas. People are free to choose what they want, and much like anti-tricker has always said, if you do not have the money, then by all means do not go out of your, don't make your own life uncomfortable to subscribe to me, to donate to me, or anything like that. I really respect anti-tricker when he says those things. Of course, 5 minutes later, he tries to get us to subscribe and donate anyway, and whatnot. But when he is talking honestly and from the heart, I do respect him for that, and I will say the same thing. Only give what you can, what you're willing, and what will not hurt you and your family. You and your family come first, and that's just the way it is. So I get it. I appreciate anything people want to give, but it is by no means a requirement. I would be doing much of this whether I got any donations or not. Tiki of Doom says, both my grandfathers fought in World War II, one in Europe and one in the Pacific. Also lost a great uncle as a paratrooper over France. Wow, okay, so I said my one grandfather, my father's side, fought in Europe in World War II, and he got shot. And actually, a medic that was coming to help him got killed. He said to him, according to his story, the medic got shot in the head trying to come over, trying to attend to his wounds. So a second medic had to come and help him. Now, my great uncle was fighting in Japan, or not Japan, the Pacific. And man, they had such different stories. Now, my grandfather would talk about World War II. He told stories to my dad, to my uncle, to his kids. They knew, I don't think they know everything, but he talked about what he did and whatnot, and, he didn't mind. My great uncle, on the other hand, he never said a word. He doesn't talk about it. I don't think he ever wanted to talk about it. I tried to bring it up once or twice because I honestly was interested in hearing, what was going on. And he is not a man who wants to relive it. And I can only imagine how much worse the Pacific Theater was than European theater. I mean, don't get me wrong. They were both bad. I wouldn't want to be in either. But if you did have to fight in World War II, I think you'd probably be better off fighting in European theater than the Pacific. It's the only thing I could imagine. I mean, the Pacific, it was, you're fighting on jungle islands in tropical heat. And, against the Japanese, who, I mean, don't get me wrong, you don't want to get captured by either side, but you definitely don't want to get captured by the Japanese in World War II. Richie Poole says, yes, anti-trigger, the rich do pee on the poor. Well, Richie, but then the poor spit in the drinks of the rich. So it balances out. The great fluidic balance. The pee comes from the rich to the poor, and the spit goes from the poor into the rich. So eventually, we're all just drinking and peeing into each other's, bodies. I just thought about off the top of my head. Vile Mike says, have you ever read Freakonomics Anti-Tracker? Oh, that is a weirdie. I'd say a goodie, but it's something you should read. I know Anti-Tracker doesn't read. It's something you should listen to on audio then. Bruce Lombardo says, Anti-Shrekker, you're right. I'm one of the few non-wrench commentators in this room. You're absolutely right, Bruce. And you know what? You've been coming here. You've got a wrench today, Bruce. Welcome to the team. Resolute Germ says, we have the same problem in Seattle. They bump up your property value to tax you up the ass. Yeah. Vinyl Mike says, Richie Poole, sometimes the rich pay for the poor to pee on them. Well. Bruce says, sometimes you have a present getting shipped elsewhere so it can be. Sometimes you have a peasant getting shipped elsewhere so she can get pregnant. Better that than painful scrape at the clinic. Wow. Hector says, Bird of Prey. Hector says, Bird of Prey, I have a polished, edited down to half duration, but uploading will take me an hour and a half, so go ahead with the full and skip to your heart's content. Very cool, Hector, and everybody, go check out Hector's channel. Click on the 3 dots next to his name. Click on Go to Channel. He started uploading his first video, was a Kerbal space program, where he rescues me from the moon. Now I'm going to play some of it during this stream later, but he's got looks like he's going to be putting up some Kerbal space videos, and I know a lot of you love the Kerbal space videos, so go ahead and check out Hector's channel. Give him a subscribe if you're inclined to those types of things, and maybe he'll put out some other videos. I don't know. Ask him. Bruce says, don't worry, I will be streaming tomorrow starting at 10 Central on Memorial Day. 19 Pathfinder game will be strong and full of vigor. Richie Poole says, true, Vinyl Mike, I think the Russians may have a video proving that theory. Sometimes well, I do not think the Russians have that video. If they did, I have no doubt it would have been out by now. Bruce Lombardo says, I'm sure the person in the viewer will also be playing his Magnus just from West Virginia. I'm sure the person in it as a viewer will also be playing his Magnus just from West Virginia. Vinyl Mike says, thanks for the plug, Bird of Prey. The link to the store and 25% off Memorial Day new car fund sale going on until Monday night. And there is the link to ebay.com/str/SDGameSwap. Bruce Lombardo says, when I say full of vigor, I mean it's a sausage fest. Thomas Potts says, the war on Karoga is just a war. The world must be saved. Richie Poole says, fight them over there so we don't have to fight them over here. And Bruce Lombardo says, exactly, Richie. Thomas Potts says, politicians are too old to fight. Not Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She could fight. Richie Poole says, Hunger Games style with our leaders in the arena. That's what I'm talking about. John DeMarco says, setting differences by leader versus leader would probably save a lot. Settling differences leader by leader would probably save a bunch of lives. Sci-Fi Guy says, amen to John DeMarco. John Araki says, Qapla, John Araki. John Araki says, no alert from me, WTF. John, a couple of people have said they've got a no alert. Have you double-checked that you are still subscribed and still have the bell icon checked? I've heard other YouTubers claim that YouTube unsubscribing people randomly from their channel. Now, personally, I didn't believe it. I'm still not sure I believe it. But I would say go ahead and double check just in case. Bruce says, look at the wrenches. Yes. John Araki says, respect my authority, maybe Mrs. Anti. Richie Poole says, my kid just gave you a virtual hug, Bird. Oh, thank you, Richie's kid. And his has he increased my million subscriber estimate yet? Showmore says, people are free to choose whom to follow, except that the astronauts in our glorious Karoga space program are freely chosen to volunteer, whether they want to or not. And John Araki puts a spooky ghost. Multi-Gunman says, I had a great uncle who got hit several times by a machine gun in northern Italy. I think that's somewhere in Italy was my grandfather got shot. Vile Mike says, both my grandfathers were in World War II as well. One as a PB-2Y bomber in the Pacific, the other as an army captain in the Western Front. Tiki of Doom says, yeah, the heat and the humidity of the Pacific would have been hell. You know, not a day goes by, well, I'll be honest, a day goes by, but not a week or two goes by where I honestly don't really regret not having a chance to talk with my grandfather about what, World War II was really like. Because to hear it firsthand from somebody who was there, that must be incredible. And, I know a lot of people don't want to talk about it. He seemed to be okay with it. Granted, I was young. Maybe he didn't get into all the details. I don't know if he would have gone into more details if I had been older. But, yeah, I wouldn't have mind listening to those stories. And, I don't know if he would have minded telling. I don't know. Luke Favark says, Qapla. Qapla, Luke. Welcome. Welcome from France. Joseph Patrick says, good evening from the future. I mean Europe. No notification. YouTube sucks. And chat, hit the like. Thank you so much, Joseph. And yeah, you guys, please double check that you're still subscribed. You still have the bell icon clicked. And if you are not getting notifications, that is perfect reason to sign up at antitricker.com. Go to the Certified Nerds list and go to the Bird of Prey 5 forum and click the watch button. And if you're on an Apple device or just prefer it, click email notification, and you will get an email every time I upload a video or I go live. It'll be a little bit later. It'll be about 10 minutes after I start, but you'll get it. And if you've got an Android device or a Google Chrome browser or even a Firefox browser, you can go ahead and click to get desktop notification. If you're always at your computer or something, you can get notified that way. Or you can get both. You can be absolutely sure you get it and get both the desktop notification, a push notification, and an email. So, then you'll be really sure you don't miss it. Luke Favark says results are in for the European elections. Let me guess, all the winners are European. Richie Poole says, lol bird. Luke, I hope you've told us who won or what this means for the Europe, for EU. I don't know if they're EU elections or just European elections. Richie Poole says, lol bird, and Tiki of Doom says, clip that. I'm guessing that was my cycle of saliva and pee. Actor says, we cannot wait, Luke, spit it out. Shrowmore says, my grandfather never told anyone what he did during the war, but he did tell my father why. He was in intelligence and demonstrated an info-gathering operation on a random stranger. Scary. Wow, it's very Section 31-ish. Wesley Crusher says, how is everyone? We're various stages between good and not so good, Wesley. Joseph Patrick says to Luke, unofficially, Italy voting until 11 p.m., so less than 2 hours. Bruce Lombardo says, no, I've been wrenched. It's okay, Bruce, you'll be okay. Luke says, RN, the Nationalist Party came out on top, closely followed by Lerm, Mark Cohn's party. LREM. Nationalist Party. So, you guys gonna get out of the EU now? Bruce Lombardo says, you don't have to do that, bud, but thank you. You're welcome, Bruce. Luke says, EELV, the ecologists, were third. Joseph says, speak up, Wesley Crusher. Well, now could the LREM and the EELV form a coalition and take power? Like, did the RNs get a majority or just a plurality? These are the questions that nobody in the America cares about. Hector says, you are happy yet, Luke? Stromore says he did nothing to the stranger, just gathered all the background info he needed for an operation without giving away anything about himself. Epic Beard says, who is on the moon? Well, Epic Beard, we have to check out. Hector sent me some exclusive video. I mean, it is up on his YouTube channel, but it's exclusive video for me. And we'll check it out. I may or may not still be on the moon. Joseph Petrick says, Luke Marie Le Pen won? Hector says, don't check up. No, it's a trap. Nobody go there. There are dragons and sheet. Vile Mike says, one was really lucky. He got a lot of flack, metaphorically, for marrying German grandmother before the U.S. joined the war. But because he was to leave, he was on leave to marry her, he was not there for Pearl Harbor. Wow, very interesting. Luke Favark says the legacy parties left and right are down the toilet. Republicans of 8.3%, Socialists 6.7%. Bruce says his Magnus, not his Magnus. His Magus, not his Magnus. Sorry, Bird. Bruce, it wouldn't have mattered. I'm not sure what either of those are. Wesley Crusher says everyone is subbing to each other in this group. One day we will have 1,000 subs. That works. It's fine with me. Actor says lucky guy, Vile Mike. Wesley Crusher says the war of Karoga and Turkestan all started with a who kicked whose dog first. And, well, I could not have possibly kicked anybody's dog. So it's clear who kicked the dog first, Anti-Trekker, as he is the only one between the two of us remotely capable of kicking a dog. Vile Mike says, saying to Hector, yep. And John Araki says, why do they always send the poor? Why don't the presidents fight the wars? Yeah, I guess not. Though we did used to have presidents that at least were in the war. Wow, that was weird. What the hell was that? And we did have presidents at least that used to be in wars at one time, so at least they knew a little bit of what was getting into, what was going on. The Multi-Gunman says, my YouTube notifications for your channels aren't working either. Damn it. John DeMarco says, like they say, rich man's war, poor man's fight. Actor says, yeah, hadn't seen Game of Thrones. The important people must fight in the front lines, John Araki. Vile Mike is at John Bonespurs, lol. Bonespur, I gotcha. John Araki. Vile Mike, yes. Joseph Petrick says to Luke, this is because how EU socialists behaved last 10 years. I am all for EU, but some changes are necessary. Otherwise, it'll all go down the drain. Richie Poole says he has you up to 10 million subs, Bird. He wants you to get better and back on your feet. Oh, thank you. Thank you, child of Richie Poole. Shromore says, Bird, unsubscribing thing is true. I've had to subscribe to some channels a few times. Wow, that is scary stuff. Actor says Nerdrotic's wife is still suffering attacks from some idiot fan. I don't know. I do not know. Vile Mike says, okay, going into lurking mode to work on the video. Well, good luck with that, Vile. The Epic Beard says, I am still wrench free. Yay me, take that wrenches. Soon enough, Epic Beard, soon enough. Actor says, lucky SOB. Luke says, Bird of Prey, no, the RN is Eurosceptic, but not pro-Frexit. Okay. Richie Poole says, someone is attacking Mrs. Neurotic. Why? Because Nerdrotic, Nerdrotic hates women. And, it's basically Donald Trump Nerdrotic is basically Donald Trump. That's why. And as absurd as that sounds, that's probably what the person thinks. They're not physically attacking her. They are attacking her business on Yelp. Hector says, Frexit, is that a thing that exists? Well, it's been called it on the news. Not that it's, in any danger of happening. The Epic Beard says, if you stay hidden and don't talk too much, you can avoid the wrench. Hector says, you are risking a wrench, the Epic Beard. Thomas Sate says, wait, so what does the French mean, a new PM? I don't know. I guess so. Marlena says, hi, folks. Welcome, Marlena. He's saying, are the French going to get a new prime minister now that there's been an election? Luke says, Thomas Potts, what are you talking about? Richie says, hi to Marlena. Bruce says, okay, off to birdofprey5.com. Cool, Bruce. Check it out. Luke says to Marlena, hi, and Qapla. And I just got an email. Let me check that out. Would have been good had I brought this up at the beginning. I got 2 emails. Oh. Let's see. Bruce Lombardo, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that donation. I appreciate it. And I see it's an ongoing donation, so a monthly one, so I appreciate it. Just make sure you know what it is. And if you weren't sure, if you didn't know you did a monthly, you can go to PayPal and cancel it in the future. But I truly appreciate it, my friend. Sci-Fi Guy says hello to Marlena. The Epic Beard says nope, and I avoid all wrenches. Hail Turtistan. See, I'm the enemy. I won't get wrenched. Epic Beard, if Thomas Potts can get a wrench, you can get a wrench. And Anti-Tracker has a wrench. And Anti-Tracker, the biggest enemy of them all. Marlena saying hi to everybody. Thomas says, Luke, you didn't say French had elections. Didn't you say the French had elections? Hector says, Thomas Potts, no. That were the French portion of the results in the EU election. You see, Hector, as Americans, we don't get those subtle differences. Thomas says, okay, thanks, Hector. And Luke says, Thomas Potts, European Day election, Thomas. We elected our representatives in the European Parliament. Marlena says, long beard man bad. No, Nerdrotic is not bad, but some people think he is. Wesley Crusher says, okay, I have to get ready for work. Take care, friends. Take care, Wesley. Luke says, no, just the French Hector 21 countries elected their MEPs today. Luke says, so just to be clear, these are essentially like the representatives that the Star Wars folks sent to the Galactic Republic that fell apart and Darth Vader took over. So just to be clear, you basically sent your representatives to a big building where they just talk about nonsense all day, which is fine because we have a very similar thing, but you've got like an extra layer. Like in Star Wars, I'm sure each planet had their own government, plus the Galactic Senate or whatever it was called. So yeah, these were your Galactic Senate representatives. Luke says the other 7 already did it. Josh Street says, when the EU trade organizations become when did the EU trade organization become the European government? Thomas says to Luke, got it. Too many elections, it gets confusing. Bruce Lombardo says, okay, Bird, you're double dipping in my wallet. I want you to have more coffee. You too, Anti. Why, thank you, Bruce. Thank you. I don't actually drink coffee. Personal choice, nothing religious or anything like that, but never developed a taste for it. I think I always equated with drinking coffee as being an adult, and I never wanted to grow up like that. And I think just psychologically, part of me, so whenever I would taste coffee, I'd like, I hate this, I hate the taste. I like the smell of it sometimes, but I hate the taste. I hate drinking anything hot. Hot chocolate, coffee, tea, I don't like any of it. The only thing I drink, any warm liquid I would drink, gotta be careful how I say this. The only hot liquid I drink is soup. I could deal with soup, but hot chocolate, coffee, tea, espresso, anything like that, no. And iced coffee, neither. I wouldn't even try iced coffee. Sci-Fi Guy says, see you later, Wesley. But I will take a Coke, like a glass Coke, a Coke in a glass jar, or one of those really tiny cans of Coke. Take a few sips of it. That's what I do. John Araki says, Sid, did Sargon get elected to Met? That's a good question. I imagine if he did, there'd be news. John Araki says Sargon gets all the free milkshakes he wants. Hector says to Josh Street sometime in the last 20 years, maybe, little by little. Bruce says, Bird, please do more stuff on your tiers. I will, Bruce. I'm sorry. I didn't even set up the tiers yet on Subscribestar. Bruce says, I like Sargon. His suit's lactose intolerance aside, I hope he wins. Bruce says, or Tommy, lol, monthly. Wait, what? Bruce Lombardo says, or Tommy, and John Araki says, lol, monthly, and Bruce is laughing. Luke says, John Araki, no idea, but Theresa May, British PM, resigned. Joseph Patrick says, I do not get personal attacks. I'm not a fan of Nerdrotic, but I would never verbally abuse or attack anyone. I can dislike, I might argue about the content, but never go after the person. Okay, once again, and just in case I wasn't clear, it wasn't a physical attack, just to be... Okay, the attack was somebody going on his wife's... Because he talks about his wife's... she's a hairdresser or something. So she owns a beauty salon. And he talks about the name of the beauty salon. At least he has, at least once or twice while I've listened to his stream. So I guess people know the name of it. I don't offhand. But I know he said it before. So I guess somebody looked it up, found it on Yelp, and was giving it a bad review. And specifically said they were giving it a bad review because she was married to a man who had these, terrible beliefs about Star Trek, I guess, and Star Wars stuff. Ridiculous as it sounds, and I have no doubt that Yelp probably removed the review by now. But, yeah, that was majorly annoying and a very low thing to do. But just to be perfectly clear, nobody got physically attacked. It was just a cowardice internet trolling thing. It was not a physical, real world thing. Just to be clear. Hector says now is the time for Lord Buckethead to take the British government then. John Araki says Turdrotic for MEP. He loves milkshakes. Sci-Fi Guy says, really, Luke? I didn't know. Bruce Lombardo says to Luke, is it quiet where you are? Your name looks rather Champagne, Rhinelander-esque. Luke says, better pray 5. No, it's just like Congressman. Okay. Richie Poole says, well, except congressmen only meet with congressmen from our country. So I'm not sure that that's if other countries in the EU all meet and all decide some type of, I'm assuming these are the people who voted on like Articles 11 and 13. Okay, so just congressmen only come from the United States. Richie Poole says, well, the kids and I are off to celebrate Mom's birthday. Have a great day, everyone. My mom's birthday. Very cool, Richie Poole, and happy birthday to your mom. And, have a great rest of the weekend. And remember, tomorrow, take a break out. Take a short time to reflect. Bruce Lombardo says, be well, safe journey, Richie Poole. Everybody saying goodbye to Richie. Bruce says coffee is a healthy drink, probably causes cancer. The Epic Beard says, don't like coffee, unsubbed. Well, I'm sorry, Epic Beard, but if that's the kind of thing that's going to make you unsub, I know you're joking.
Wait, I like coffee enough for 5
Okay. Mama Pray just came rushing in, saying, wait, don't unsubscribe. Mama Pray likes coffee enough for 5 people. She is drinking coffee all day and all night. Okay? And have been for most of her life. The vast majority of her life. She's always been a coffee, I would say a coffee addict, but a coffee proponent. Lots and lots of coffee. Epic Beard, yes. Marlena says, see you, Rich. Hector says, many things probably cause cancer. Life causes cancer. Okay, that's what the state of California should just post on everything, that the state of California has found that life itself is the cause of cancer. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello in Qapla. Hope everyone is having a great day. Thank you, not Ryan Johnson. Richie Poole says, coffee tastes awful. I have at least 2 cups a day. John Araki says, no hot chocolate for Bird. Nope, John. No hot chocolate for Bird. No marshmallows. I don't like marshmallows either. No marshmallows, no hot chocolate. Hector says to not Ryan Johnson, look, Eagle, your favorite flag is waving. Joseph Patrick says, I take Coke up the nose. Thanks for reading. Not Ryan Johnson says, I feel so proud of the flag. It is a beautiful flag. Almost as beautiful as the flag of Karoga. But it's pretty good. It's a close second. Peter Quinn says, hey, Bird of Prey and all. Sorry I'm late. I had some problems with Command and Conquer 3. Peter Quinn, I started this stream just for you, man. I'm kidding. But thank you for coming. Command and Conquer 3, huh? Very cool. Very cool. The Epic Beard says, no, I'm not going to order new Coke. And God damn it, earlier today on Anti-Trekker's stream, somebody said, Alexa, do something. Cancel! And sure enough, it put a something in my shopping cart that I had to remove. I will not say what it was, but it wasn't good. Bruce says his wife has a hairdressing salon. Bruce says she got a bad Yelp review. And it wasn't just that it was a bad review. It was a bad review that specifically mentioned her husband. So there was no doubt why she got the bad review. Luke says to Marlena, how are the elections going in the Netherlands? And Bruce said, and he went off. I kind of feel bad for the idiot that did it because Gary has a lot of fans. And one thing you don't do is piss off someone whose fans seek them for free time and fun time. Yeah, now, Nerdrotic, in his wisdom, at least that I know of, he did not go out and give this person's name or address or any details about the guy out. That said, if you were a hardcore Nerdrotic fan and you knew the wife's name of her place, you could have looked up the Yelp review and found the guy. And I'm sure hundreds, if not thousands, of people did that. I was not one of them, just to establish an alibi. I wasn't one of them, so if something happens to this guy, it wasn't me. John DeMarco says that kind of harassment gives us nerds a bad name. Well, I don't think it was really a nerd who did it. Bruce Lombardo says, I think it was CBS All Access fan. Multi-Gunman says that was a cowardly low blow, doing something like that to Nerdrotic. Some people have no sense. Peter Quinn says Lord Buckethead is the savior. Hector says the last title of the Nerdrotic mentions a Captain Marvel fan. And there's a link. Perhaps it's this guy. Well, I don't want to open that link, because if it is that guy, I really don't want to give him any publicity. Sean Moore says, I'm still wasting time to hear the results from the elections. They were counting the local elections before the European elections. Marlena says to Luke, well, the pro-EU parties won. Sigh. Oh, Marlena, very, very sorry to hear. Luke says, Bird of Prey, your 50 states and congressmen, our 28 states are members of parliament. Same thing, but our states are sovereign, whereas yours are enslaved by a super state. Not quite the same thing, Luke. Do you guys pledge allegiance to the flag of the EU in your schools? Because I pledged allegiance to that flag back there my entire life, as did my parents and their parents. Although their parents had 2 less stars. So. Yeah, okay. Okay, and my parents had 2 less stars at the early parts of their lives. John Araki says, anyone watching the college Anyone watching the college lacrosse championship game tomorrow, I think Yale is going to beat Virginia. I had no idea there was a college lacrosse championship on. Bruce says you're far too correct on that, Luke. The Epic Beard says Mama Bird saved you this time. Lol. Yeah, because she makes up for the coffee. Peter says I love coffee. I said on Anti-Trackers Live, Mama O'Prey is cool with me. Luke says Marlena, not the same story here. Nationalists are leading, but the presidential Euro-friendly party is still strong. John Araki says, have Mama O'Prey tell us embarrassing bird stories. You want to tell him a story? A quick one? Do you have one? A quick one?
Well, I don't know how embarrassing it is.
Okay, well, come to the microphone. I know. So I'll turn the microphone around so you can
It's
talk.
not all that embarrassing. All right. I guess Bird was about 8 years old, and we had gotten back from shopping, and he stayed outside to play. I put down the stuff I had in my hands, and I went and looked out the window. And there he is. Now, you understand, at 8 years old, he was about 5 feet tall. And I had a small Ford car. I forget.
An Escort.
An Escort, yes, an Escort. And I look out the front window, and there he is, standing on the curb with his hands on the roof of the car, and he's rocking the car back and forth. Rocking it. I said, what are you doing? He said, you told me to rock the car. I told him to lock the car. And things like that. But the good thing is, he did whatever I asked him to, without question, until he got to be about 10. Best I could think of at the moment.
Yes, the rock the car incident. One of the often recalled tales around here. Yeah, she's right. Not by far. Not really terribly embarrassing. But I did rock the car. I was wondering, because I heard her say, rock the car from the house. Granted, I was 40 or 50 feet away from the front door. And I heard her yell, rock the car, Joe, rock the car. She probably said Joey. Rock the car. And I'm thinking, rock the car. And I was trying to think, because I'm 8 years old, but I'm, an engineer at heart. Engineers are born, not taught. So I'm like, rock the car. Why would I rock the car? I'm like, maybe I've got to lubricate the shocks or something. Maybe it's good for the tires. But I didn't mind doing it. I'm rocking it back and forth. It's shaking. I got a good rhythm going. I was letting it, I knew enough to push when it's coming back. So it like resonated doing most of the doing work itself. And like a couple minutes later, she comes out. It's like, what are you doing? I'm rocking the car like you said to. Oh. Sci-fi guy lolled. We didn't even get to the story yet. Marlena says and record votes for France too, right, Luke? Peter says happy holidays. Better than saying happy holidays at Christmas. John Meyer said, well, welcome, John. Haven't seen you in a while. Hello and howdy, guys and girls. Yeah, John, welcome. Bruce Lombardo says someone send a shopping cart full of veggies to Mama Pray because this young man needs to get his health in order and some coffee. Shromore says to Luke and Marlena, pro-European parties are likely to win every seat. Luke says to Marlena, yep, exactly, beat all record votes in the last 24 years. Peter Quinn says 2041 here now, a good 5 mins begging. A good 5 mins beginning. Chris Purser, welcome, Chris. This is Qapla Bird. Sorry for arriving late. As for cancer, it's not life, it's stress that leads to it. So have a laugh, sing a song, and remember to hit the like. Thank you so much, Chris. Peter Quinn says behind. Okay, they're 5 minutes behind. Gotcha. Schronmore says to Peter Quinn, any news from the European elections in the UK? Marlena says to Luke, a lot of EU skeptics stayed home here. Well, you get this. When a lot of EU skeptics stay home, you get this. Peter Quinn says, I haven't been looking at Schronmore. I'll probably find out tomorrow. John Meyer says, if Count Dracula wins, will he sit in the House of Lords? Oh, Count Dankula. Count Dankula. I don't know if this was that election. I'm not sure. Peter Quinn says, Joe, we know if someone annoys you, bird of prey, then that's it. Tiki of Doom says, just establishing an alibi, lol. You know where I was at this time, at this particular day. So, just saying, if anything was to happen to that guy at about this moment or in the last 20 or 30 minutes or hour even, I was right here, and we've got proof. YouTube has the proof. And I got lost in the comments. Where are we? Peter Quinn says, open the link, bird of prey. Okay, let me go back up and find the link. Let's see, wait, what time did you say that? 3:43. So if I gotta come back, I gotta go to 3:43. Well, I'm scrolling up. I'm scrolling up. Okay, no, that's the wrong link. Let's see. Okay. No, that's Vile Mike's link. Okay, here's the Peter Quinn link. When I Man. WM. Okay, Peter, I don't get it, but I will put it up. Let's see. Let's see. No, that's wrong link. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. That is the link from Peter Quinn. So, guys, give me 1 minute. You guys can look at that. I will not play something awful. Just stare at that for a minute, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let this video Hector sent me play while I read more of the comments. This is Hector has rescued or attempted to rescue me from the moon in Kerbal Space Program. So I'm gonna put this on, and you guys we can watch a launch while I'll read some comments, and we'll go from there. I think, yeah, you guys can see what's going on, and I'll check back at the video as it's going. So where was I at? 352. Okay, Luke Favart says, Stromore, they voted for us if you're German. Okay. Hector had a great liftoff there. You can see it's actually a very well-designed ship. That's actually going to take him all the way to the moon and back, which is impressive. So, yeah. John Araki says, F New York in the A. Okay, John. Peter Quinn says, I've put a Discord message for you, Bird of Prey. Thank you, Peter. Let me open Discord. Give me a second. Rocket is still heading up. We can definitely see the edge of space. I can't quite see the altitude. And Peter sent a link. Oh, Peter sent the same, I believe it's the very same picture he sent before in Discord. But let's double check. Yes, it is. So okay, thank you, Peter. Luke Favark says, Shromore, they voted before us. Okay, we had separation of the rocket here. I guess I should have had that up. Okay. Yep, they're at 43,000 meters, 45,000 meters. Bruce says, Neurotic posted a video where the Captain Marvel fan goes after his wife. That will be sad. Oh, he did? Okay, I didn't know about that. DJ Odyssey says, Hail Bird, hail Mama Pray, hail everyone. Hail DJ. Peter Quinn says, there's a sports ball, Moro. I guess, if lacrosse is sports ball. DJ Odyssey says, AFK, but listening. No problem, DJ. Multigunman says, in Karoga, we pledge allegiance to Bird. Peter says, hey, DJ. And Bruce says, if people like coffee, ... Not Ryan Johnson's also saying hail to DJ. And Bruce says, blackriflecoffee.com. So that's some sweet, sweet coffee, I guess. Looks like Hector has leveled off. He's now going to need some horizontal velocity, probably to get to the moon. Or at least achieve orbit. I don't know how it works. Marlena says, just watch Nerdrotic's vid. What a sad person. Oh, so Nerdrotic just put out this video. That's why I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any of his videos today or yesterday. Maybe some yesterday. Sci-Fi Guy says, hey DJ, how are you today? Luke says, Bird of Prey, precisely is what I was saying. Mr. Bird of Prey, we are proud citizens of our nation state. Meanwhile, your federal state forces you to pledge allegiance. Well, they don't force us to pledge. We are allowed to sit out the pledge if we so choose. But why would we? John Meyer says, hail Bunny Man. DJ says, hurting, trying to cook. That's why I'm away from keyboard. Lol, be right back. Well, DJ, if you were away from the keyboard, then how did you know anyone said that? Marlena says, hi, Mama Bird. I'm sure she'd say hi right back. Peter Quinn says, you were 8 years old, Bird. Wow, yes. There was a time I was 8 years old. And the rocket just separated. It looks like they're at stage 2 or stage 3. That's a pretty big engine he's got going there. I'm guessing that's going to take him mostly to the moon. Yeah, 8 years old, little 8-year-old bird. Bruce Lombardo says, if you like their products, use my code at checkout. Fanboy12. That gets you 12% off at checkout. Also, subscriptions get you free shipping on their coffee products. Very cool, Bruce. Peter Quinn says, is laughing at Mama's. Yes, at the story. Luke says, good boy, great story. Hashtag rock the car. Yes. John DeMarco, hashtag rock the car. And Luke says, now go catch that stick. No, I wasn't a trained dog, Luke. John Araki says, Lowe's, Mama Pray is lucky Bird didn't throw rocks at the car. Come on, I knew not to do that. Peter Quinn says, well, you still rock, Bird of Prey. Thank you so much, Peter. Bruce says she has a heck of a Burrow accent. Rambling Canuck says, great story, Mama Pray. And Joseph says, Mama Pray, rock him up, rock him up. Sci-Fi Guy says, good story, Mama Pray. Peter Quinn says, that is a great story. And Marlena says, thank you, Mama Bird. And so does Bruce. John Meyer says engineers are born Scottish. Bruce Lombardo is laughing at John Meyer. I cannot do it fast enough, Captain. The Epic Beard says, bird got shaken going on. Rock the escort. Rock it good. Commander Ironwolf says, hey guys, welcome, Commander Ironwolf. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello to Commander Ironwolf. Everybody's saying hello to Commander Ironwolf. John Meyer says, yes, Bird admits to rocking an escort at age 8. I do. I rocked it good. Not Ryan Johnson says, coffee is life. As is rum and scotch. Not necessarily in that order. Thomas Potts says, hey, Bird of Prey, when did you get the blinker fluid? Thomas. Okay, I know gullible's not in the dictionary, is in the dictionary. I looked it up. Okay, I looked it up. Shramamore says to Luke, I'm Irish. We voted Friday. Peter Quinn says, now 8 minutes behind. And Tiki of Doom says, lol, Dracula. Okay, Dankular, Dracula. What do you want me to say? Luke Svarvark says, to show more, they probably voted the same day as you. Peter Quinn says, Marvel leak Far From Home info. For Phase 4. Not that I know of, but I wouldn't be looking for such things anyway. Where are we? John Meyer says, I will teach you to pug to Sig Heil Dracula accent. I can't do a Dracula accent. I will teach you a pug to Sig Heil. It seems like my Dracula accent is actually Russian. Hey, comrade. Tiki of Doom says, lol. Peter Quinn says, show the link. Peter, it's the same link I showed before. Isn't it? I thought it was. Oh, copy link. Here, Peter. Let's see. Peter, it looks exactly like what we had before. This is the new link you sent, and this is the old link. They are the exact same picture. So that's what I got in Discord from you. Peter says, why I'm on. I don't get it. Like woman? I don't know. Joseph Petrick says, stay away from dihydrogen monoxide. It will kill you sooner or later. Everybody who tried DMHMO died or will die sooner or later. Yes, dihydrogen monoxide. Responsible for many deaths. Many more deaths than you might imagine. And every single person who has even a single molecule of dihydrogen monoxide will die. That is a scientific fact, and we've got to do better. We have to do better for the children. Think of the children. John Meyer says, Joseph, that joke never gets old. It gets a little old. Tiki of Doom says, water is pretty dangerous, Joseph. Peter Quinn says, why Imon is the first person we need to lead the Avengers in Phase 4. Bruce Lombardo says, it's so angry. John Meyer yells, Jaloja. Yeah, that was a Jaloja break. Hector says, better than Captain Marvel, Peter Quinn. Joseph says, it's so mold it grew out a beard. I know, but it's so good. I'm confused. Tiki of Doom says, that's just the hero we need to solve America's racial strife. Peter Quinn says he even has his underwear on the outside of his pants. Joseph Patrick says, haha, Bird. Bird told he is not going to share the neurotic harasser identity. I thought he chose not to, but maybe he changed his mind. Hector says it's not that, Joseph. Bruce says Jaloja. Tiki of Doom says, I don't know, Hector. I think that's him. You think that guy in that suit is the person who was harassing Mrs. Nerdrotic? Hector says it's a local superhero from Peter's neck of the woods. Joseph Patrick says, why did my computer write mold when I wanted to write old? I don't know. Tiki of Doom says, for real. Okay, what did he just say? Oh, he's got no control because there's no satellites. So when he's on the far side of the moon, he doesn't have any control. Tiki of Doom, that is Hector trying to rescue me. Tiki of Doom says, for real. Peter Quinn says, go on. Set it up, Nerdrotic. Say that that's the new fave of Phase 4. Multi-Gunman says, Multi-Gunman put as a link and said, Bird left the stream to go see this woman. I'm scared to even click on it. Marry the three-breasted woman in Total Recall. Okay, well that's not gonna... I'm not gonna put that up. There's nipple. There's 3 nipples there. That is 3 nipples too many for, oh wow, he's really touching them. Some other guy's going to town on a woman's leg. I gotta say, I think Star Trek V did the 3 boobs better. Oh, damn, they shot her in the back! They shot her in the back! And there's the Nerdrotic shape. There it is, the Nerdrotic Captain Marvel fan goes after my wife. Well, now I see the link to to Nerdrotic's video. That's crazy. Bruce Lombardo says, lol at the Multi-Gunman. Joseph says, down memory lane. Hector says, nah, there is no mutants like that near Joe's house, or maybe there are. It's in the sewers. You know, I'll be honest, I don't think I've seen that 3-breasted woman from Total Recall in a long time. And I remember when I first saw it, I was like, that's kind of weird. I don't think I could get used to it. But now, 10 years sitting in this bed, I gotta be honest, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me very much anymore. I could totally get used to that. Multi-Gunman says, Bruce Lombardo, I have my moments, lol. Multi-Gunman says, Joseph Patrick, memory lane or memory lane? DJ Odyssey says, only mutants near Joe are called AOC. Multi-Gunman is something to DJ. Everybody saying hello. Actor says she has a name, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Joseph Patrick says, lol, some lanes are good, some are better. To the Multi-Gunman. Multi-Gunman's low lane. Peter Quinn says, this is a good sound and scroll. 10, then 7 episode begins. That's a good sound and scroll, then episode 7 begins. DJ Odyssey says, Bird I knew because I was just getting out of my chair. Peter Quinn says, if you're in the UK, Star Wars is on ITV2_Q. Chris Perzer says, the DJ calling AOC a mutant is insulting to mutants everywhere. DJ says, oops, I'm sorry. Okay, AOC is a Morlock. Chris Perzer says, good choice, DJ. And DJ says, thank you, thank you. Actor says, stop speaking ill of Bird's girlfriend. Peter Quinn says, you should sub to Scott Manley, Bird of Prey. He plays Kerbal. Peter, I just don't have time to watch any more videos. I'm subbed. Even the people I'm subbed to right now, I don't get to watch all the videos I want to watch. My email used to be empty every night before I went to bed. For years, and now I consider my email good if I have 10 or less messages when I go to bed. It's crazy. There's just so much stuff. Tiki of Doom says, clip that escort part, lol. Were we that far behind? Did I just talked about an escort at that part? Peter Quinn says he does sciencey news and stuff. Okay, well that's not bad. Bruce Lombardo says Scott Manley does great science fiction game streams. Luke Favark says indeed, and the flies say, and if he flies safe. The Epic Beer says I foresee an escort rocking video meme coming soon. The Multi-Gun Man. Bruce Lombardo says I just tried the new rum from Lead Slingers. Same guy as Matt Best does the BRCC. He does Lead Slingers. Peter Quinn says, yes, the link is the same. Thomas Potts says, then the poor spit in the drinks of the rich, so it all balances out. A great fluidic balance. The pee comes from the rich to the poor. The pores that spit goes from the poor to the rich. Yes, the great fluidic balance. It is just the way the world works. Thomas says, so eventually we're all just drinking and peeing to each other, bodies. John Meyer says, well, that Russian accent of birds proves he was never recruited by the CIA. Well, that's just what I want you to believe, comrade. Peter Quinn says, yes. Peter Quinn says, I put something new on Discord, Bird of Prey. Marvel might introduce Deadpool franchise in Spider-Man 3. If you think there are already enough character crossovers in the Marvel Universe, think again. Who possibly thinks there's enough character crossovers? Now that 20th Century Fox has been fully acquired by Walt Disney, Marvel is rumored to be looking for ... So we might see somebody. Ooh, Deadpool and Spider-Man. I don't know if I could get used to Deadpool and Spider-Man, really. Deadpool has to have a R rating, and Spider-Man seems like he needs a PG rating. Bruce Lombardo says, what's the Discord channel invite? Bruce Lombardo, go to birdoprey5.com, and one of the links is a permanent invite to my Discord. So instead of having to remember a long, complicated Discord URL, well, not long, but complicated Discord URL, I can just send everybody to birdoprey5.com and click on the Discord link, and you will get there. Peter Quinn puts in a link to indie100.com article. This Bird of Prey 5, they haven't finished filming. Okay. That's the link. Yes, that's the link he put in to my Discord. Peter Quinn says, you got it, Bird of Prey. Why Iman? Peter Quinn says, why Iman is up on harassment charges now? How dare you? How bloody dare you? I have no idea what is going on anymore. Where are we in this moon rescue? We're still headed, or I think he's still headed to the moon. Excuse me. It was a piece of pretzel. Had my name on it. I'm fine. Bruce Lombardo says Mary later became the TNG person. Tiki of Doom says, yeah, Bruce said lol. Yeah, what Bruce said lol. The Epic Beard says Bird is anti-nipple. I'm not anti-nipple. I'm only anti-nipple on my YouTube videos because I really don't want YouTube to say, hey, guess what? You're not going to have a channel anymore. And you're certainly not going to get monetized. Tigia Doom says, isn't she the chick who spills her coffee on Picard? Is she? You know, she could be. She's not bad when she looks like a Federation ensign. Bruce Lombardo says, yes, she's totally caffeinated Picard. Actor says, why Burr didn't know of that scene. I've seen the movie, but I haven't seen the original Total Recall, in more than 10 years. Probably going on, 15 years? Bird can't get his girlfriend's name right. It's pronounced Ocasio. Alexandria Ocasio. Alexandria Ocasio? I don't know. Actor says maybe I can make a video to teach him how to pronounce it. Actor says, oh God. Bruce Lombardo says, Bird of Prey, you're a good streamer. Well, thank you, Bruce. Actor says he butchered her name. Really? Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is butchered the name? Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I got it. It's not Ocasio, it's Ocasio. Sharon Moore says AOC. No, she is not. Bruce Lombardo says we know where Bird's mind is. It's an escortel. I concur. The man has needs. Peter Quinn says, man, I flushed again. I didn't do a poo, Bird of Prey. I only flushed when you do a poo equal me poo. Actor says, I thought Pelosi is more the dominatrix type. Oh, God. Peter Quinn says, hashtag me poo. Peter Quinn says, oh, look, it's BBB. Tiki of Doom says, poo in the loo. Sci-fi guy is doing hashtag me poo. Bruce Lombardo says AOC should be a comic superhero. I want to see her fail at two things nationally. Actor says her comic was canceled. Canceled? I can't believe that. Actor says DC says it infringes on Wonder Woman somehow. Son of a bitch. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, the mic is on now. I thought the mic was on. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, well, where was I? That the AOC comic was canceled because it somehow interfered on Wonder Woman, says Hector. Bruce says, I know, I watched it in the bar. He wanted to see it in the bargain rack next to Captain Marvel and Hillary hardcovers. Bruce Lombardo says, more expensive than Charmin, but destined to be used to wipe someone's ass with. Peter Quinn says, Deadpool and Spidey make sense to me. And Bruce says, Deadpool and Spidey, it's a comic thing. It happens a lot. I never read the comics. Peter says, if it's just one scene of that, I'd understand more than like a whole movie. And I believe I am now running to the... Yes, Hector also landed on the moon while the mic was off. And that is, I think that's me getting into the ship to get on a return trip to Kerbal or Karoga. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff going on here. Right after somebody said I was a good streamer, Bruce Lombardo said I was a good streamer. There I go and shut the microphone off by accident. Yeah, okay, I think we just had rocket separation and just taken off from the moon. And the trip, yep, we are en route back to Kerbal. There it is, Kerbal in the distance. And you can see Karoga. I can see my house from here. So that's going to be a nice trip back. Hector says AOC is more like mental torture than physical. Bruce says Pelosi with a whip in hand and Alzheimer's in her mind. Why not dress her up in leather too? Oh God, why? Why do we need to have those images? The Epic Beard says Spider-Man and Deadpool talk will be great for comic relief. DJ Odyssey says, well, you know, Bruce, the way he head bobs all the time, she could be good at. Oh, never mind. That thought grossed me out. Bruce Lombardo says Pelosi doing the thing that could broadcast on public television, and we could absolutely have a sex strike across civilized states. Hector says too much comic relief is also bad. Joseph Patrick says Captain Foley showed his nipple, and they have almost 50,000 subscribers. Bruce Lombardo says she has glorious 3 boobs. DJ Odyssey says no, the middle name. Arg. Chanaragi is saying free the nipple. Thomas Bot says AOC's middle name is Nitwit. DJ says I finally pronounced her name correctly. Joseph says Hector, you get a new sub and a comment on your video. Very cool. Hector says thank Josh Street. Josh Street says Hector, you got a new sub and comment on your video. Josh Street says wonder what Bird will think of the new comment on Hector's video. I will check it out. Well, after this video is over, the Hector's video is over. Hector says also thanks to DJ. DJ says DC went after them because AOC is in a Wonder Woman outfit. DJ says you're welcome, Hector. And Shrelmore says Hector Parada, I'll be checking out your video after Bird's stream. Very cool. Hector says, damn A-Tree, leave Bird in a really dark part of the moon. Yeah, Anti-Trekker is a big jerk like that. Bruce Lombardo says, you're going to make me reinstall Kerbal again. And DJ Odyssey says, okay, where did Bird go? Yeah, I forgot to turn the mic on. DJ says, now I get to play Pink Floyd. Hector is on the dark side of the moon. Shromore says, DJ Odyssey AOC booty call for Bird. Josh Reed says, did Sassy overthrow the evil dictator, Bird? Hector says, it's really not that dark, more between the dark and the light. Peter says, sorry about what? Not Ryan Dunn says, once again, Bird has messed up the mic. Indeed. Bruce says, lol, he muted while AOC demonstrates the one thing she does right. Her Carmelire Harris maneuver. Carmelire Harris maneuver. Hector says, did Bird leave? Yeah, I walked out. DJ says, Carmelina Harris has lots of practice. That's how she got into politics, lol. Bruce is laughing. Yeah, Big Beards, Alexa, no. Cancel. Remind me to turn the mic on. Anti-Trigger says, sorry I was gone. Back to was acting up. Did I miss anything? No, you missed nothing. DJ Odyssey says, you missed Bird talking muted again. The Epic Beard says, Anti-Trigger, you missed Bird rocking the escort. Yeah, you did. You missed a Mamo Prey story. Peter Quinn says, you have to lie down. Go have a lie down, Anti-Tracker. And DJ says, yes, Mamo Prey told us a story. DJ says, everyone sub to Hector or Bird will come have sex with AOC in front of you. Oh, God. Hector says, I don't want neither of those things. Multi-Gun Man says, Anti-Tracker, Bird was having a secret meeting with his advisors about overthrowing the Kurdistan government. Anti-Tracker says, hey, Bird, you have 2 subscribers now. What?
1.
Oh, on Subscribe-Star. Oh, very, very cool. I'll have to check that. Oh, wait, we've got breaking news here on the video. The return capsule has just separated, and we are going in for re-entry to Earth. So in just minutes, I will have landed I will be returned to Karoga, and there we go. They're at 57,000 meters. Hector's ship is, I'm sure it must have a heat shield. Yeah, toasty. Yeah, indeed. Oh, shit. Well, we're still making, I don't know what explode. You got a lot of explosions there, Hector. Are you sure you know what you were doing? Okay, we're coming in. It's coming in hot and fast. But we're I don't know what exploded, but it seems like it wasn't that important. Okay. That's it. We are through the worst part of it. I'm assuming he packed a parachute. So it looks like he did. So I think this one's in the bag. Yeah. All we have to do is not land on top of that mountain. And what did you just try to eject? Here we go. The parachute is deployed. We're at 7,000, 6,000. Wow, we're still falling mighty fast. 4,500. The parachute hasn't seemed to open. Where? Okay, there we go. The parachute is open. Oh, we've landed. We've landed. Wait, no, we're still going down. What's going on here? Why does it seem like we're still going down? We're sliding down a mountain? That is okay, that's not good. We are now tumbling head over bottom down a mountain in a cone-shaped rescue craft, but at least we still have a parachute slowing us down. Okay, the parachute will save us from total death. Now, I will grant you, there goes the parachute. Okay, the parachute's gone. What? No, it's gone. It's gone. The vehicle disintegrated. The vehicle disintegrated. Now, the good news, although the camera was going too fast for you to see, I can confirm I jumped out. I jumped out at the last minute. And no, don't say yes. Don't say yes. I jumped out at the last minute, and I walked back to Karoga just fine. Okay? It was bumpy. It was bumpy at first, but the camera, I jumped out while the camera was, turned, while the spacecraft was between me and the camera. And, you know, I made it. I made it back to Karoga. So don't blame yourself. Nobody died, Hector. I made it. I made it. It's all good. It's all good, Hector. It's all good. Well, there's that star again. I don't know. I guess that must have turned the scene transition on. Okay, let's see. Where was I in the comments? Peter Quinn says, check Discord, Bird of Prey for Foley. And the Trigger says, too bad the video's all fake. DJ says, Camella Bird. Camella. Okay, Camella. Let's see what's going on in Discord. When you're on your holiday and your neighbors are these guys, and it's a picture of Foley without his shirt and Foley's wife in I don't know what exactly, but she has her important parts covered, but not with a lot of cloth. So yeah. Okay, Peter. As much as I like Captain Foley, I am not as close with Captain Foley as, say, Anti-Trekker is. So I'm not going to put a photo of Captain Foley up on this stream. But I understand it. Feel free to post it on Discord, because I know Captain Foley does visit the Discord on occasion. Anti-Trekker says that video is all fake. Josh Reed says Anti-Trekker tried to record Sassy throwing Bird in a rocket and sending him back to the moon. Peter says I'm gonna lay down with my mom and watch this funnish movie. Okay, Peter Quinn, take care. Thank you so much for hanging out. Sci-Fi Guy says, just sub to you, Hector. Hector says, thanks, Sci-Fi Guy. Bruce Lombardo says, looks like Bird learned how to bring glory to Karoga. Sci-Fi Guy says, don't want to see anything from AOC. Peter Quinn says, I'd enjoy it more if it wasn't Star Wars. Bruce Lombardo says, never mind, the Memorial Day has a new maker to add to the list of names to read. Actor says, I was out of electricity from here on, so we're at God's mercy. Thomas Bott says, Bird of Prey has a concussion. Anti-Trekker's lolling. Then he yells yes. Then he lolls some more. Josh Reed says, Lowell Bird is a bad pilot. He lands on a mountainside. DJ is laughing like crazy. Sci-Fi Guy is lolling at Hector. Yes, that was Hector. All Hector. All thanks and accolades go to Hector for that bit.
I subbed to him.
And Mamo Prey says sub to Hector too. And liked the video. Peter Quinn says, why the hell does my cat insist on laying down in front of the TV for the remote? Bloody cats. The Epic Beard says, we'll be rolling down the mountain when we fall. Rip Bird, yeah. Chris Persis says, another victory for Turtistan. Anti-Junga says, lies. No, I jumped out. I'm here, aren't I? I'm here. Bruce Lombardo says, this is good news that Turtistan has a new opener in their newscast. DJ says, hail Turtistan. Peter Quinn says, had to move her 10 plus times this morning. Joseph Petrick says, this was the best sci-fi comedy since The Martian. Bruce is laughing. Multi-Gunman says, Turtistan propaganda. Karoga will not stand for it. I get it. Will not stand for it. Not Ryan Johnson says, hail Caro. Never mind. Hail Kurdistan. Really? Not Ryan Johnson switching allegiances? Commander Iron Wolf puts in a link to the nation states, to the Imperium of Romanium Lupa. Okay, we'll put this on up. We'll put this up on the the browser. We'll leave that open because we're going to need to get back to Ector's channel. The Empire of Imperium Romanum Lupa. Commander Ironwolf, I assume this is your state. It's a I don't know. It's a pretty impressive flag you got going there. A little too detailed for me, but clearly you worked on it, so props. And there we go. And of course, the great nation of Karoga. 889 million population. Just saying. Just saying. I'm going to go back to you so I remember to get to it later. And Shromore says he's gone to a fam. Really, he's gone to a fam. Bruce Lombardo says, well, no more blueprints for Karoga from China. Anti-Trigger says, I knew Ector was not the dirty traitor he appeared to be. Well done, long live Turtistan, death to Karoga. Peter is lolling at Joseph. Josh Street says, Bird, you need to read the comments in Ector's video. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what the comments are. And I gotta give it my like. Now, just so you know, Ector, look, I was already subscribed with the bell icon. Wow, 18 subs. You had 2 subs when I clicked on it. I think I was your second sub. 18 subs. Very cool. Yes, I had already subscribed with the bell icon, so just know I might have been your first subscriber with the bell icon. We got 4 comments. Ector, Karoga was doing great under the new leadership, new leader Sassy. Why did you go get the old leader of Karoga? 19 minutes ago, DJ says, take him back. 4 minutes ago, Anti-Tracker says, best video ever. Thomas Potts 2 minutes ago, down with Karoga, which I can't upvote. I'm not going to downvote it, but I can't upvote it. So, there we go. Okay, you happy? Y'all happy to see me crash and burn? I don't know why you guys get this sick feeling of happiness from seeing that. Thomas Potts says, you seem to be a lot out of sync. I don't know. DJ Odyssey says, here we go with the Godzilla movie. Peter Quinn says, I'm friends with Stuart on Facebook. Anti-Trigger says, Shromore, yeah, right. DJ says, be right back, gotta watch that roll again, lol. Multi-Government says, that video was proven fake. Karoga experts have analyzed it. Peter says, well, I'm going to stand up and move. Phoenix Cat. Bruce Lombardo says, Karoga has recommended that all loyal citizens buy Karoga vodka for this weekend and toast to the name of their comrades as they are scraped together for burial. Peter Quinn says, and that's all I had to do is stand up to Shifter. Multi-Government says, Bruce Lombardo, I believe Karoga is a whiskey nation. Karoga is a Jaeger nation. Peter Quinn says, she will be happy when I turn this off. Bruce Lombardo says, that explains their mathematics. Anti-Tracker says, so after that video, can you admit the truth? The truth, of course, is that you are not Birdo Prey 5. You are Birdo Prey 6. That is not true. Bruce is laughing. Anti-Tracker says, if you were his second, I was his first. I don't think that's true, Anti-Tracker. Commander Iron Wolf says, crime is almost non-existent and nobody dies by murder, but more than 50% of the deaths are from old age. Well, I guess that's good. Multigun says anti-trigger, congrats, Karogans are protoborg. Resistance is futile. You will be assimilated and become Bird of Prey 6, Bird of Prey 7, Bird of Prey 8, Bird of Prey 9, ... Peter Quinn says, where is Hector? And Anti-Trigger says, it is not a sick feeling of happiness of watching you suffer, rather the joy of seeing evil crushed. Bruce is laughing. Themu? The Epic Beards is burning death as a result of killing all of Anti-Trigger's dogs. Hector says mountains are natural enemies of Bird of Prey. That is true. Bruce Lombardo is laughing at Hector, and Chris Perkins is Bird of Prey. There is something to be said for... Oh my god. Schadenfreude? Hence, Anti-Tracker's pleasure with your failed rescue. Peter Quinn says, I am number 42, Bird of Prey. I hope you have your towel with you yesterday. Thomas Potts says 12% of Karogan's deaths is executions. And Joseph says, are there birds 1 to 4, or are you unique as Mambo number 5? Mambo number 5. Yeah, that's a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So everybody in the car, come on, let's drive to the liquor store around the corner. I want some gin and juice, but I really don't wanna. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I gotta get the words to that. The hound penetrated the mountain, but not bird, says DJ Odyssey. Yes, very true. Peter Quinn says, anyways, it's so dark I can't see the keyboard. We'll put on some light. But it's nighttime by you, so maybe I don't know. It's a tough choice. Light or sleep. Bruce Lombardo says, I will have to reinstall the game just to show you my citizens will follow me anywhere, mainly out of curiosity. Bruce is laughing. Peter says, without the TV. Chris says, sorry, it's pronounced Schadenfreude. Pleasure from somebody else's misfortune. Thank you, Chris. Schadenfreude. Actor says, the best singing in months. Well, that's because I had nothing to go off of. Peter Quinn says, nah, I'm going to log off. Take care, Peter. Good night. And Actor, if nobody has asked me to sing Mambo number 5 or any Lou Bega song, but if they did, I think they might be pleasantly surprised. I'm just throwing it out there. Multi-Gunman says, Turtistan will never conquer Karoga. Karogan defenses are strong. They need to advance defenses to protect their giant stockpile of Jägermeister. Everybody saying good night. Thomas, Thomas 12% lighter. That is reported much higher. Macab says Bruce Lombardo. Peter Quinn says good night all. Everybody saying good night, Peter. Okay, well let me get up Kerbal because I do have it and I want to get at least a little flight time in today. Or you know what? Actually, we probably will start with the Jeep. Yeah, because that was something Josh Street did, and Anti-Tracker played with it, but I didn't. Birds, Mark, Jeep Mark II. So we're gonna take that to the plane editor, I guess, and we're gonna launch. Runway not clear. Okay, we'll clear the runway. So, we'll see how this performs. What was I told to do? I forgot the instructions. Turn the jet engines on. at the water. And how do we turn the jet engines on? 1? I think 1. Okay, we brought the gear up. We are. I had to say, it sounds like jet engines are on right now. We're doing. Oh, I thought that was our velocity. 60 meters per second, 65, 70 meters per second, 70, 80. Okay, we need to slow down. A Jeep is not meant to go so fast. 84 meters per second. Okay, and here we are at the end of the runway. So I pressed 1. That's not ideal. That is not ideal. Okay. We're going to try this. We're going to try this again. Now this is supposed to be able to float. So let's just work on getting it. Why do I have to open it again? Let's just work on getting it to the edge of the water, and let's see if it works. Oh, I think I know what to do. Okay, I think I remember. We bring the gear up. Let's put the jet engines to medium. We bring the gear up, and then just hit W. Yes, we hold W. And that will... Okay, now we'll give it some extra push with the jet engines at 50%. Let's get to 50 meters per second. And then I'll cut the jet engines. We're at 40. 45, 46, 49, 50. Okay, we're at 50. Now let's see, we're at 52 and holding steady at 52 meters per second. We're slowly going down. 51 meters per second. 50.3. Okay, the end of the runway is in sight, 49 meters. I'm going to take my finger off the W. Now, come on, don't crash. Don't crash. Go on down. There we go. There we go. We're going to make it to the water. We're going to make it to the water. 45 meters per second. 47. Oh, we're speeding up because we're going downhill. 49. We've entered the water. And we've made it into the water. Now we're putting the jet engines on. And we are made it. We are the first nation to operate an aquatic vehicle. A vehicle that works on land as well as sea. Now, let us head over to that island in the distance. Okay? If we can make it there, then we can invade the shores of Turkestan. Now, can we increase the speed? No, because acceleration is technically going on. Oh, I can read some comments. While this is headed to the island. Perfect. So, DJ Odyssey says, "Let me get up, Bird of Prey 5, 6, or 7." Josh Reed says, "Bird Jeep Mark II is a Jeep and a boat." I know, and that's why I like it. Let's turn a little bit more. We want to make sure that we're headed to the right island. Yeah, there we go. DJ says, "Talk with you later, Bruce." Bruce says, I'll be back later. Joe, everyone in chat, have a fine evening. Take care, Bruce. I'm sorry my face is turned so much. I've got it here. I need to move it to here or up here. But for now, this is where I was able to get it. Not Ryan Johnson says, Karoga war cry. Make Likia he meka hini ho. And they run away. Bruce Lombardo, Joseph says to Bruce, bye. Not Ryan Johnson says, have a good one, Bruce. And Multi-Gunman says, Kerbal supercar. Bruce says to DJ, congrats on a Franklin's worth of subscriptions. Josh Reed says, Bird, you don't need the jet engines to get to the water, but I don't want it to take forever, Josh. I'm not a patient man when it comes to Kerbal. DJ says, thank you. Yes, everybody do check out DJ Odyssey. Recently passed 100 subscribers. If you were not a subscriber, somehow, I mean, I know everyone here is a regular, but if you're somebody watching later or something, do check out DJ Odyssey's channel. He posts science stuff, sci-fi stuff, and rants at a lot of articles from the Mary Sue. That awful, awful internet site that somehow passes as media. Bruce is going to be back soon for laundry. Thomas Potts is a perfect Karoga takeoff. Actress says, yet more than 100 miles per hour is not good for leaving the runway. And Bruce says, never mind, I'm plugging the phone into charge. I need this stream. Very cool, Bruce. Very cool. Josh Street says, Bird is going to try to be the Dukes of Hazzard. Yes. Not my judge says, that is not ideal, Bird of Prey. Bruce says, I gotta watch this. He's a good educator. Josh Street says, Bird of Prey, use W to go forward. I remember, Josh. You're so proud of me. Hector says, honey, I parked the car in a not-ideal way. Now Ryan Johnson says, Bird, just a good old boy. Never meaning no harm. Yeah. Never been in trouble. Wait, they have been in trouble with the law. Been in trouble with the law since the day they were born. Never meaning no harm. Something might get them, but the law never will. Yeehaw! Oh. Bird's rocking the car. Josh Street says, turn to the left so you don't have to jump at the end of the runway. Actor says, that's 100 miles per hour. Not Ryan Johnson says, only good with Jeeps. Actor says, slow down. Josh Street says, B is brakes. Well, that's good to know. I didn't know that. Hector says, well, it worked on the air too for a second. Thomas says, is he even moving? Not Ryan Johnson says, nothing good will come from this. Josh Street says, Bird, it will take several days at 14.9 meters per second. Oh. I gotcha. Well, can we speed that up somehow? Nope. Well. Why? Why would you even make the engines come off? Why would you do that, Josh? Now it's going to be even slower. I'm at the mercy of the current. Okay. Okay. Time to... Wait, I can't recover the vehicle? Why can't I recover the vehicle? Oh, I have to turn the engine off? Maybe? Come on! I'm landed in the water. There we go. There we go. Oh. Okay, Josh. I don't know. I don't know about that. But thank you. That was fun. That was fun. So let's see. What are we going to do now? I know. Let's open something. Something that looks... I had some good ships. Where's my good ships? Well, here we go. In Orbita, a stock Orbiter. Okay, I'll take this. I don't think I can do too much damage. It says it's an orbiter. I assume it gets to orbit. Sure. We'll launch. We'll launch this baby. Okay. Oh, we got 3. There's no way. There's no way this little thing has enough fuel to get into orbit. You think I'm nuts? I mean, let me see. It's odd. Right before an equipment casualty, Anti-Tracker will pop in and comment. DJ says he needs to put one things back down, lol. The Epic Beard says this might take a while, a long while. Josh says, Bird, look at the underside of the back of the Jeep. Hector says, is this a male Jeep? Anti-Tracker says, breaking news. A hostile boat is headed towards an island landfill. Site belongs to Qapla. Scientists estimate the boat will arrive in about 2.3 hours. Joseph Patrick says, I think Kerbal was meant for this. I don't think Kerbal was meant for this. Thomas Potts is lolling at Anti-Tracker. Actor says, Pity Joe didn't pack a fishing rod. Josh Street says, FJ is over 100 subs. Need to unsub with all 60 of my, but DJ is over 100 subs. Bruce Lombardo says, laughing, paying attention again. Joseph says, Hector, I think Bird's fishing rod would be a nuke anyway. Anti-Tracker says, the president of Pakistan reached out to Turkestan for help. Anti-Tracker, president of Turkestan, explained the deadly nature of Karogans, and the two of them laughed for several minutes. Hector says, and I thought that my video would be boring to see. No, Hector. Josh Street, lol. Actor says, no, Joe, ejecting the engines will not make you go faster. Anti-Tracker says, breaking news, emergency for Pakistan has been averted by stupidity. What you call stupidity, I call exploration. Show more Anti-Tracker, it'll be several hours now. Bruce is laughing. Actor says that's a long swim back. Bruce says they broke the oars. Thomas is lolling. Joseph says, do you have sails on that? Let's call it a vehicle. Epic Beard says, now it's a buoy. Lol. DJ says, well, he never made it to the island. Josh says the only parts that are small enough for the small jet engines. Hector says, again with the pre-made, tested good ships. DJ says, Bird, you need to get boosters on that orbiter into orbit, lol. Epic says, it's a Smurf ship. Thomas says, yes, I think you're nuts. And Hector says, unless there was a breakthrough in engine tech, that could not reach orbit without a fuel cheat. And Stromore says, Turkestan has nothing to do. Environmental fines for all the broken ships from the United Kerbal Nations have broken Karoga banks. And Antarctica says, wait. So you call when you take a boat a couple of miles off the coast and then dump the engine's exploration. Yes, it was. I was exploring unknown waters. And this thing isn't going anywhere. Okay, well, that was anticlimactic. Okay, you know what? We need to make our own ship. Okay, we're going to try our hand again at making the ultimate rocket. Because I think that's what you guys want to see. So, yeah, goodbye. New. Okay. But that's a good command pod, so we'll do that. And we'll put in the parachute, the nice parachute. Yeah, you go up here. All good. The heat shield. Where are you? Command thermal. Thermal. There we go. You the right size. You're a little small. You're very small. What about you? I don't know what the hell's up with you. Yeah, you seem the right size. Okay. And now we need a decoupler or something. A coupling device. Yeah. I don't know. What about you? We need bigger. It's got to be bigger. Pretty close. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, good. So you'll decouple. So we need a fuel tank. You know what? I don't mind if the rocket's bigger on top. I really don't. Let's see. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's make it. No, wrong. Damn it. Just want a big fuel tank. Is that so difficult? Fine. You know what? You'll be good. We'll put one of you. We'll put another one of you. And we'll put... Oh, you're way too big. Way too big. Engines. What are you? Rhino liquid fuel. I think that's a pretty big engine. Yeah, it's too big. Is that too small? Atomic. No, we want liquid fuel. Reliant. I don't know if you're big enough. Skipper. Skipper's just slightly too big. What about you? You're also just too big. You know what? Then I guess we're just going to go with whatever one fits next. No, that doesn't. That's way too big. A ramjet engine, no, but that's... Oh, that maybe we'll put that on the side later. Atomic. There we go. Okay, you're getting the Reliant engine. That's all fine and good. And you're going to get some boosters. Because we need boosters. We need as many boosters as possible. Oh, wait, we don't need boosters. We need couplers first. Decouplers. Structural coupling. There we go. Okay. And engines. Okay. Now, how do we know if they're connected to... Like, why doesn't it just auto connect to... How did I get this far up? How do I come back down? Okay, you know what? We can drag you. We can drag you up. Okay. So I can't tell. I can't tell. That looks about right. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's it. No, there we go. They popped out. So there they've got to be. Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay. So aerodynamics. Oh, what are these? Oh, these are nice. These are nice big nose cones. These are like Madonna bra nose cones. Okay, but they're not going to work. What about you? What about you? No, you're not even straight. Okay. I guess we're going to get the boring type, huh? Well, maybe you. Oh, Jesus, no. No, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we got the boosters. We got the main engine. We got the fuel. We got the decoupler. We got the decoupler for... Okay. So... Stage 1 at the bottom. And it's so stupid. Okay? It should be labeled stage 1 through X. Where X is the last stage. Not 0 through, you know, however many. Okay? That is the dumbest way I've ever seen. So the first stage is the boosters. And then the boosters decouple. And then the... Okay, so let's put the main engine to start with the boosters. This way, if we don't need it, we can always dial it back. But if we do need it, we'll have it. And, okay, then that drops off. And, oh, we need... Okay, we need wings. We need wings. Too big. Too big. There we go. There we go. We need some wings. And we need those little, those controls. Those, yeah, these thingamajiggies. Okay, we don't need 8 of them. We'll be good with 4 of them. 4 of them will do. And maybe we'll put some on the boosters just to have, and then maybe we'll put some under here just to be safe. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we've got the yeah. We got the let's see. The Joe Scepter 8, because there's 8 boosters. The Kuroga Joe Scepter 8, and that is going to take us to orbit and safely return. So we're gonna save this. I'll probably share this on Steam later because I'm sure everybody's gonna want it. So yeah, clear the launch pad. Clear the launch pad. So this is it. This is it. We're gonna have a good time. We're all adjusted here. Yes, we are. Perfect. Okay. So 3. Oh, turn on. Hold. Hold. We're going to turn these things on. 3, 2, 1. Launch. Awesome. Awesome. And I do not even have the main engine on yet. This is just the boosters going. We are passing 2,000 meters. 3,000 meters. We've got about half of our solid rocket fuel left. 5,000 meters, 6,000 meters. I guess we should start to roll or something, right? We should start headed towards somewhere. Normal. Let's go to normal. Solid rocket boosters are about to expire. And there we go. Awesome separation without issue. And here we go. We are headed into orbit. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Let's see. Where's the map got us? Okay. Yeah, well, the map has it. Yeah, it's getting further along. Very cool. Very cool. We're still increasing in altitude, which is what I want to see. We've got a bunch of fuel left. 50,000 meters now. 51, 52,000. I gotta say, this rocket is going picture perfect. Okay? 56,000. It's 57,000. 58,000. 59. 60,000. We have hit space. We have hit space. 62,000. Very cool. We're still continuing to climb. We have 2/3 of our fuel left. So I'm liking this so far. Yeah, we might not make orbit, but we're gonna be pretty cool. We're gonna have a pretty successful mission. 60. Okay, now we're going down, so that's a little bit of a problem. So let's change the direction of a little bit. Prograde, why 65? Why are you still going down? No, prograde, I said prograde. Go up. Go up. Turn yourself around. Okay, it appears I need to manually drive the rocket at this point. For reasons I don't understand. This is no longer controlling the rocket automatically. Come on. Come on. Don't be like this. Don't be like this. Okay, well, you know what? We'll call it a day. We will call it a day. Let us separate. Very cool. Very cool. Let us prepare for retrograde. Retrograde. Yeah. And there we have it. There we have it. Is this going to be the first successful Karoga launch and landing in Karoga history? I know they are always successful. That is true. They are always successful. But this is going to be extra successful. There's no mountains, right? We're headed for a water landing. There are no mountains in the ocean. And if there are, they're called islands. Very cool. Okay, getting a little warm. But let's be honest, we've all seen worse. We've all seen worse. We're already past the point of worrying. Look at that beautiful Karoga flag on the side there. There we go. 12,000, 11. When should I hit the parachute? 10,000 meters. Now we're going into the ocean, so we've got a full 10,000 meters, 9,000, 8,000. I think, what, 6,000, 5,000? When do you think I should hit it? Okay, I'm going to hit it here at 6,000. There we go. And it's just flying on home. Like, what is that? Did I just make a rocket that got myself to space and back in like 10 minutes? Why hasn't the Paris... There it goes. There it goes. Oh, look how softly we're going to come in for a landing. 550 meters. 520 meters. 500 meters. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, what the hell are your names? Valentine, Bob, and Gernenbr. I don't even know your names, but it's okay. Everyone in Karoga will know your names come this time tomorrow. Drop the heat shield. No, I can't. Why would I want to? It's going to sink? No, well, I can't drop it. There's nothing I can do. And here we go. There we go. No, it wouldn't sink, okay? Because the amount of water displaced by that heat shield, it's physics. There's no way that heat shield could be heavy enough to make the capsule sink. Okay? It's all about water displacement, sinking, and the very fact is that the capsule has a lot of air in it. We have landed successfully without a hitch, without a problem. All is good. Recover the vessel. Successful mission all around. But let's be honest. We wanted to get into orbit. Okay? We wanted to get to orbit. So we didn't do it. So we're going to try one more time. We're going to try one more time. Here's what I'm thinking. Okay, we had 8 boosters. I think we need 8 more. I think we need 8 more. Okay. Yeah. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Aerodynamics. There we go. Where's that wing? Very cool. We have a proven design. So we're now going to just build upon that. And okay, so that's our first stage, our second stage, then our third stage, just like before. Absolutely perfect. We don't even need to put the main engine on, but we'll keep it as it is because it worked so perfectly. So now we're going to call this the Joceptor 8.5. Oh, well, we should call it the Joceptor 16 because we've got 16 boosters. See, just saying that sounds like something's wrong. but it's not. So here we go for the Joe Scepter 16, twice as great as the Joe Scepter 1. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have liftoff. Freaking awesome. Oh, let's turn on these things. Not if you're... No, what? Don't say those things. Not Discord. Ah! I've got to close Discord. Okay. Well, there we go. Okay. We're at about 10% of solid fuel. We've only made it to 3,000 meters. Damn it, Thomas! Down with... Stop! Okay, why did the first stage didn't detach? We've got a lot of weight we're carrying, but you know what? I think it's just as well that we have, because if we had detached, we would have lost those boosters. So okay, I'm closing Discord. You see, you guys were mean with Discord, and now that's it. No more Discord for the rest of the stream. I got to bring up the main engine. Oh, that was probably bad. Okay, that wasn't good. Okay, so now we've lost. Okay, perfect. Excellent. Freaking awesome. 38,000 meters. Why is that flashing red? I'll assume it's always done that. 50,000? Wow. We're really flying now. Forget orbit. No, we're going to be on orbit. I can't zoom in. When I hit the things to zoom in, it would appear that we're not on a orbit trajectory. Oh, let's go to normal. That's probably why. 90,000. Oh, we're way higher than we were before. Very cool. And we still have 2/3 of our fuel left, so we're gonna hit orbit. I think at 107,000 and still increasing. I think 110,000, 111,000, 112,000, 113,000. Oh yeah, this is total orbit, total orbit material. It's always a good idea to flash and ignore warning. Come on, nothing's flashing. It stopped flashing. 127,000. I assume it's pointing where it needs to point. It is kind of on autopilot. 133,000. Liquid fuel, about half of it remains. We don't want it to go too much further without starting to head down. Okay. Well, we need to bring it back towards Kerbal. We need to stop. Let's retrograde. Yeah, let's retrograde. We need to stop the forward. Yeah, we need to stop the upward momentum. We're already at 160,000 meters. We don't want to get thrown out of the gravity of the planet. We don't have a hell of a lot of fuel left. We should be aiming straight down Do not aim up. Do not aim up. We don't have the fuel for aiming up. 106. There we go. Perfect. Okay, cutting the engine. We are now descending. We are now descending. Perfect. Okay, we got a little bit of fuel left, so we can take a little bump out of the speed once we get a little closer to the planet. Let's see. Let's speed up time a little. Okay. Now I should not have hit the space bar. Okay, slowing down. Slowing down. Come on, that rocket has to be slowing us down. Slowing down. Come on. How can that giant rocket not be slowing us down? Very cool. Come on, bring us to a stop. 9,000. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. 7,000. And we are falling fast. And we are not over the ocean, but you know what? The parachute is out, and no giant mountains below us. So I think we are going to be okay. Now I am hearing explosions in the distance. We are still falling mighty fast. We are falling a bit too fast. Come on. I probably should have put some extra parachutes. Oh, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I don't know why I'm still hearing explosions, but there we go. Coming on in for a landing. Another historic flight for Kuroga. There we go. There we go. Okay, it was a little bit of a crash, but we all survived. You know, we were aiming for a water landing, but you know what? Everybody's good. Everybody's good. So you know what? Take that, Turtistan. Yeah, Turtistan had to cheat. Turtistan had to cheat. No cheats. No cheats. Okay? No cheats. Let me try one more. Just because I think this would have worked better if I had done something a little different. No. Okay, you I want to keep. I want to keep you right where I had you. Right, you're supposed to be 8 of you. It's hard to tell when you're on and when you're connected. There should be some way to tell. There we go. I think that's it. Now where is the other one? There you go. Okay. And there we go. There we go. There we go. We are going to try for deep space. Deep space. Wait, did that just put one of these on? It did, didn't it? Son of a bitch. Why? You've got 8. You're supposed to put 8. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, but we want these to fire at the same time. Perfect. Okay. Oh, let us launch. Let us launch. I don't know. You see, now this is serious exploration. Okay. Do you feel lucky? Let's turn these on. Oh, I forgot the wings. I don't think we need them. 3, 2, 1. Booyah! Oh yeah. Oh, it's got a natural spinning motion, just like a bullet. Faster than a speeding bullet, indeed. This is the Superman of space flight. Very cool. Very cool. This natural spin, that's to simulate gravity. Yeah, we've got our own gravity simulator going on. And time to ditch the boosters. That was not good. But let's start the next set of boosters. That's fine. We've got a little extra weight, but I think we'll be okay. Surely they will all fall away when I hit it this time. And look, it's automatically stopped rotating. I'm smarter than I thought. Oh, now we're going to rotate the other way a little. That's fine. We'll have gravity in the other direction. And we're about to lose the boosters. And let us put the main engine up. I heard it, Sassy. Was that a package? No, it's not a package. You're barking at the neighbors. You're barking at the neighbors, Sassy. I know, Sassy. It is a great day for Kurdistan. For Karoga. It is a great day for Karoga.
Sassy mixed you up there, huh?
Sassy confused me. 1,500 meters per second upward. Yes. Awesome. I think that's escape velocity. What does radial out mean? Does that mean orbit? Damn you, DJ. Damn you. Okay, you know what? We're prograding it. We're prograding it. 180,000. Can we get to 200,000? Oh, I think we can. Easy. We're gonna have a lot of fuel. We might get to 250. Awesome. 200,000. Have we reached escape velocity? Not yet. Soon. We're coming up on 1,800 meters per second. 1,800 meters per second. Coming up on 250,000 kilometers. We just passed 250. 260. We still have about an eighth of a tank of fuel. 270. Will we get to 300,000? Will we get to 300,000 when the fuel goes out? Oh, we're almost at escape velocity. 295. 300. We've hit 300,000 meters. This is amazing. We still have a 1/16 of a tank of fuel. 330,000 meters. Very cool. 350. We're going to hit 350,000 meters. That's it. We did it. We hit 360. The fuel is still going. 375,000 meters. 375,000 meters. We're going to hit 400,000 meters. 400,000 meters. And we are going like a bat out of hell. 420,000 meters. Awesome. What did we hit? We did. We hit escape velocity. We hit escape velocity. We are on our way into deep space. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. We are going to find the Bajoran wormhole. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. Do we have any rocket? Yes, we do. We can even tilt ourselves a little bit. Very cool. Time warp. Let's see how fast we get away from the planet. There we go. There we go. We've gone past the orbit of the moon. Very cool. Very cool. 430. Wow, we are going so slow that I almost think we might go backwards. We're only increasing at like, oh, there's a 0. That's 1,000 kilometers. That's 1,000 kilometers now. It's a kilometer. It's no longer meters. It's kilometer. Well, that's different. That's different. So, okay. Well, you know what? Mission accomplished. Deep space research is set, and these three guys are going to become really friendly over the next few decades. And at some point in time, when we have the technology to rescue them, they'll be rescued. Is there anything along their path of interest? Oh, look, they're not terribly far off from the sun. They're going to make a close pass of the sun. They're going to light up like a comet. Oh yeah. There we go. So, okay. Oh, look at that. Wait, they are in an orbit. They are in a orbit. They are in orbit around the sun. They are in orbit around the sun. They have become their own frickin' planet. Very cool. And I think in enough time, they might meet up with Kerbal again. The Kerbal home world. Okay, they're getting a little further away. Getting further away from the planet. A little closer to the sun. But in, I don't know, 100 years, 1,000 years, at some point in time, they will get closer. So, perfect. Great mission here. All's well. All's well that ends well. Let me get back to the comments. I think we're gonna we're going to call it a day for the Karoga space program. 3 successful missions. And it's night. It is a night time. So we'll leave. We'll save the game so that we've got our guys out there. And that's cool. I will get back to the comments. I don't know that I'm going to be able to read them all because there are a hell of a lot of them. But let me go through what we've got, and let's see. Where were we? I heard. Okay, I remember Bird could drop the heat shield. Thomas said it's going to sink. I didn't sink. Hector says better yet do a mission to another planet. Oh, soon. Josh Street said right click on it. Anti-Trigger says, to answer your question, Bird, no, you do not get a space. You do not go to space and land. You never made it to space on a tone. I've made it to space before, and I made it to space again. Joseph says, no name, land safely, but I get killed all the time. Thomas Potts says, where is the flotation? You don't need flotation, Thomas. The entire capsule is full of air. Okay? As long as the vessel displaces more water, then it, it's going to float. It's like a boat. No matter how heavy the material of a boat is made from, it can't sink. I mean, it can, but it's not going to. I mean, it's not like you're making it a freaking neutronium. Hector says it's very heavy water. Anti-Trigger says, so the spinning out of control was not a problem. Oh, it didn't seem out of control to me. Thomas says, in real life, they had flotation. Anti-Trigger says, the fact you aborted your attempt to go into orbit was not a problem. Anti-Trigger, aborted is such a bad word. Terrible cunning. I was pro-choice. Okay? I chose not to go into orbit. Let's not say I aborted it. Let's just say I chose. Hector says, that rocket cannot get to orbit. Oh, it could, Hector. Anti-Trigger says, proof that the lead of Karoga Bird of Prey is both stupid and dishonest. Wow, Anti-Trigger. Wow. Hector says, Karoga loves boosters. Oh, I do. Not Ryan. Jonathan says, let's be honest. Fiery explosions and crashes are also Karogan success missions. Hector says, this can get interesting. Epic Beards is 99% sure it just turns into a bomb. Hector says, in doubt, add rockets. Josh says, Bird is going to burn up before he hits space. I proved all you guys wrong. Oh, is it pouring now? Wow, we just got heavy rain. Nah, he'll only use 8 for launch, right? Yeah, I only used 8 for launch the first time. Hector says, we'll be going up slow at first, then boom. Yeah. Shromar says, Anti-Trigger, stupidity and dishonesty are perfect qualities for the leadership of Glorious Karoga. You guys are being mean now. Hector says, Anti-Trigger Discord seems to be a lawless place. Josh Street says, you can't say those things. Birdo Prey 5. Hector says, separate, 30k, forget orbit. Anti-Trigger says, yeah, Bird, was always a good idea to ignore the flashing red warning lights. Hector says, Anti-Trigger, way of going out of orbit doesn't really work with limited fuel. Anti-Trigger says, in the spinning. Well, I got out of orbit with limited fuel, didn't I, Hector? Hector says, stop turning. Tiki of Doom says, the red light is just for normies. Damn nanny state. Hector says, don't use normal. Josh Reed says, Bird of Prey, normal is just for your orbit's angle. Hector says, you're making donuts. Oh, wow. I could go for a donut right about now. Josh Reed says, Bird looks to do space donuts. Loves space donuts. Spinning Bird. Hector says, retrograde. Great. Anti-Trigger says, idiot, you are nowhere near being shot out into space. Hector says, never understand gravity, kids. Never underestimate gravity, kids. Hector says perfect. Anti-Trigger says shaking my head. The Epic Beard gotta loves bird logic. It's comedy for sure. Anti-Trigger says breaking news. Reporter asked the leaders of Kurdistan and Qapla about the progress of the Kroger space program. Both leaders laughed so hard they threw up. Bruce Lombardo says, where is the mountain? This is not the most successful mission. There's no mountain. Hector says we are far from getting into orbit. Anti-Trigger says the explosions were nothing to worry about. Hector says to be fair, Kurdistan cheated their way into orbit. Definitely. Definitely. Okay, I gotta just skip through the rest of these because it is getting late. Deep space die. FYI, Bird, deep space is not just going above the clouds. Anti-Trigger says this is not going to end well. Hector says this thing will dance. I'm not going to say the A word. My money as it burns up on takeoff, says Anti-Trekker. Bruce Lombardo says this reminds me of Hitler's tanks after he needed a beta blocker. This will crash. No fins, it will crash, says DJ. Oh, but DJ, it didn't crash. It didn't crash, it made it just fine. Bruce says an Ovaltine. Operation Death by Fire, says the multi-gun man. Looks like I had a lot of naysayers, and I proved them all wrong. Looks like a gothic cathedral of doom. Operation Fireball. Operation Kaboom. Epic Beard says spinning out of control anytime. DJ says more like the Bizarro of spaceflight. Anti-Trekker is lolling. And DJ Odyssey says it's a great day for Kurdistan, a quote from Bird of Prey 5. F for F's sake. Yes, says Hector. FFS. Stop spinning, it's not a neat trick. Anti-Trekker says that ship should be called the Dictator. Anti-Trekker says check your map, stop flying straight up. To hit orbit, you have to turn. Hector says, why would you want to throw those astronauts into a slow, agonizing death? They live forever. Thomas says, don't help him. Bruce put in a YouTube link. I can't watch it right now. China has the first willing space program volunteers in that video. Very cool. He's going for power. He's going for speed. He's all alone. Is he proud of growing up? I am. With no way home. We'll get home eventually. Andrews, great job, Bird. Now just bring them back. That was not the plan. They knew what they were in for. Look at the debris around the base. The Epic Beards saved their impending death. Okay, I must leave. Bless you all. This was a very fun chat. Take care, Bruce. And take care, everyone. I gotta call it a night. But I thank you guys all so much for coming. And I thank you for watching. Bird covering a Cake song would be cool. I don't think I've heard of Cake. I mean, I know what Cake is that you eat. I don't know if I've heard of the band or the singer Cake. So, Qapla, everyone. I don't know if I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see. If not, have a very, very have a very special Memorial Day. Please remember what it's all about. And if you're not in the United States, have a good day as well. Qapla, good night and take care. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check out birdoprey5.com, the new home of everything Bird of Prey 5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/birdoprey5 or on birdoprey5.com. Take care.